Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
Mario, I'd still have you.
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon.
Not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who would want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name? Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing? What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but no.
What's his name, Ash?
Mom, we were there for so many years. Come on, it's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Big fuck.
Ah, yes, my grandson, Dick Fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey ahead.
name isn't-
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
What's good, everyone? What's good? Hello, what's good? I don't know if this thing is on it. Oh, here it is. What's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy, Ronald Dragon America here. Back at it again. Talking on some more accountability that needs to be said and needs to be done. And who I have up here is my boy, none other than my homie, Anime AJ. Ahoy, Anime AJ. How's it going, Mr. Arkham? Welcome. And appreciate appreciate the like. Just finished images say just finished singing Santeria by Sublime. Nice. Hi, Ronald Dragon Maker. Hey, Jeremiah Fogel, Multi Blue Beetle versus Spider-Man. How's it going? Me good, Ronald. Me good. You? I'm doing pretty good. Hello? Hello?
Ahoy! Ronald Dragon of America. Thanks for being patient with me, buddy.
What's up?
What's up?
How you been, buddy?
Oh, I've been all right. How about you?
I've been doing all right.
Good.
Been getting
good. Glad to
views
hear it.
in and stuff. I've just basically got verified again, I think.
You got
I had to
verified.
sign
Huh?
up. Yeah, I had to sign up on YouTube to get verified for me to do anything else.
Oh, I see. Hey, give me a second. My audio is not functioning properly here through OBS as I try to stream our chat. Let me make sure this isn't up here instead. So yeah, you know the song Santeria, don't you? You got to be old enough to know that song.
Heard of it. I've heard of it.
Santeria by Sublime. You know the part where he goes, "Daddy's got a new 45."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
feel
I've
the
heard it.
break, feel the break, feel the break. So I found a karaoke version of the song. And that didn't go well. So what's new? We're doing a continuation, huh?
Yep.
Anyone else coming in? Actually, hold on. Hold that thought. Got to do a refresh here so I can make sure nothing happens during the stream.
Hey, what's up, Fire King X?
Hello there, I'm back. By the way, I don't go by Fire King X anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah, unshow the comment and you'll see my new name.
Hold up. Fire Devil X. Okay. Nice.
Gave myself a new name.
Yeah. So welcome to the part 4 of the accountability on social media stream.
We're doing a part 4.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
A lot of stuff I talk about is basically related to the more of the black space of YouTube, but also the other spaces as well.
Yeah.
But there was something that you also wanted to talk about too, that you brought up in one of my streams, AJ.
I think so. Yeah. Shit, I can't remember. That was days ago, like Monday or something.
But goodbye, Fire King X. Hello, Fire Devil X.
Resurrection.
Okay.
Just had to get myself a new name for this year, so yep.
I got you.
Everything's crashing apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like my OBS failed. That's not good. Well, what about you, Rydy? Well, I'm trying to remember what I was thinking of. Where do you want to continue from? Because I know you said you already had planned to do this continuation before I even approached you about my idea.
Yeah. Okay. There were some times I didn't get to get the chance to speak on the last one because I had to get ready because my brother's gonna be starting back his school, and I'm gonna be starting back doing a new job or something like that, or at least job searching again.
Mm-hmm.
But yep. I don't know if y'all know about Degrassi.
Degrassi. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that name. Who do you mean by Degrassi? Who is that?
It's a TV show.
Okay. What's it about?
You know who Drake is, right?
Drake. The performer?
The rapper? Yeah. Like before he was Drake the rapper, he was Wheelchair Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy?
Yeah, before he was Wheelchair Jimmy. Like Drake was a child actor before he was a rapper.
Right.
And that was the show he acted in. The only show he acted in, actually.
Okay.
Like he was one of the original cast members at the beginning of the show. Hey, he even had a song called "I'm Upset" that had all the Degrassi cast members in it.
Holy shit! Is that considered rap?
But no, this is during his rap career.
Oh,
during the rap career.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Whoops. But that's okay. That's okay.
It's good. And see, as I'm rewatching the show as I'm an adult now, I've kind of noticed there was a lot of bullshit going on. I know that the stuff I used to think as a kid, as I look as an adult, were kind of fucking wrong. Like for starters, one of the characters on Emma Nelson, who's played by Mary McDonald, who when I was young I used to have a little crush on. I couldn't understand that as I paid attention to how her character, this chick was a stark feminist.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know it because the series came out when I was very young. It was like early 2000s.
Beginning of the 2000s?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's where I was born, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So I had never really picked up or noticed that stuff because I wasn't thinking about stuff because I was very young myself. But as I've been watching the show all the way up to season 3, at least, because there's more seasons, of course, I've started to understand. Notice that there was a lot of stuff that went over my head that was being shown in Degrassi and talked about in Degrassi. Now, sure,
Yeah.
it picked up on some stuff that like date rapes and stuff like that, drugs, alcohol, the dangers of all that stuff. But it also picked up on had a little bit of propaganda in it too,
Mm-hmm.
child abuse and stuff like that. But yeah,
Whoa, wait, what? Child abuse? What the fuck?
yeah. One of the new characters that came along, Craig, had a dad. I don't know if it was a biological dad or his foster dad, but his father used to literally beat the shit out of this kid.
Oh my fucking god! What the fuck?
Like beat him like he was a grown man, even though the kid was tall enough to be a grown man.
Yeah, that's kind of doesn't that just makes fuck all sense. Yeah.
So but Degrassi's known to touch on these subjects a lot. That's why originally I liked it so much. It touched on these teen subjects.
Yeah, exactly. But kids are kids, though. Don't get me wrong.
But these are kids who are in middle and high school. Well, given that Degrassi was basically a Canadian show, and Degrassi was both a middle school and high school, it had all grades from 7th to 12th.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm still rewatching the show, but I only got as far as season 3 so far.
Okay.
But it was nothing for me to see that there was a lot of stuff that there was a good bit of stuff that went over my head that I didn't know, because of course I was a kid, I wouldn't know this stuff. But I'm looking as an adult, I'm seeing it from a different lens.
Of course you will now. Yeah.
Like especially one of my favorite characters, Emma, who I tell you was played by Miriam McDonald. Like, not only was she a stark feminist, but when one of her friends, another favorite of mine, Manny, yes, Manny. She was played by Cassie Steele. Cassie Steele's if you wrote Rick and Morty, you know Cassie Steele is the one who voices Summer.
Okay.
Yeah. And
is she the new voice? Was
No,
someone
I
replaced?
I think she's the original voice.
Because you might be referring to a different character, because Summer is played by the daughter of Frasier. Kelsey Grammer is the father, so I believe the actress's name is still Grammer.
Oh, I swear it was her that voiced Summer. Before Cassie was the original voice or the new voice actor, because I know there was someone who was voicing her. Cassie still voiced the character. I think it was Summer.
You know, AJ, I almost heard you say Chelsea Grin because I almost misheard you at first because I thought you were saying Chelsea Grin, like the deathcore band.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
I could be wrong. But I know Cassie still did did some voice acting in Rick and Morty. If you check some of the earlier credits.
yeah, but don't mind me, AJ. I just misheard you.
Like, if you want to look it up, you can, because
oh yeah, it just says that she's only ever been voiced by Spencer Grammer. That's the daughter of Kelsey Grammer.
okay.
Oh,
because I know. I don't know. I'll kind of mix up the character, but I know Cassie still voices some characters in Rick and Morty.
Right. It makes me wonder if she played the chick who goes, "You don't know me."
Nah, I think she was Asian / white.
I'm trying to think of what character was that. Huh. Anyway.
Cassie Steele.
Cassie, CASSIE.
Cassie, CASSIE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassandra Ray Steele, Canadian actress and singer.
Yeah.
Manny Santos in Degrassi, The Next Generation, and Abby Vargas on the LA. Okay, so what does it say about her? Looks like her filmography. TV shows, maybe? I don't see any. Yeah, what the heck? Mommy Santos. No, Rick and Morty. Tammy Guterman. She plays Tammy, the redhead.
Okay.
Tammy Guterman. Is it Tammy Guterman? Who the fuck was Tammy?
They don't
Guterman?
never. They just say that they just say the names of the people who are in the episode, but never say who they own voice acted.
Yeah, they always give. Oh, Tammy, that Tammy. Fuck that chick, man. That's the girl who killed Rick's best friend, Bird Person.
Yeah.
Wait, Ronald, are you saying that they didn't show in the credits?
No, they show her the credits, but they don't show who voices who in the end credits.
Okay.
I just saw her name on there, but they didn't show who she voiced it.
Oh, okay. I'm just listening. Wait, I'm catching on to what you're saying. I'm catching on. So
but yeah, she was kind of one of my Degrassi crushes. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, and there was this one episode where Mary McDonald's character Emma convinced Manny that because she wanted to change her image, because she wanted to be loose. You know, she didn't want to be cute. She wanted to be hot in this episode, and so they went clothes shopping, and the feminist friend convinced Manny, which is Emma, convinced her that she should wear, like most, how most feminists think that by dressing provocative and wearing provocative clothes and having loose and tight clothing that makes them feel empowered and strong, right?
Okay.
So there was this episode that I recently watched, because I remember this episode because I remember that episode so deeply, if you know what I mean.
Calm down there, Tiger.
All right. And basically she convinced Manny to wear tight tube top, lowrider jeans, and a thong to school. And saying it was empowering.
Right.
You can't tell me that it sound like the feminists nowadays.
Well, that's how they sounded back then.
Yeah, apparently. And as I realized, I said, "Oh well, dang, not
even though that sort of thing today would be considered. Oh wow, you're sexualizing a minor."
They were all minors, bro. Boy, at that time when it came out, I was a minor too. So yeah.
Well, that's not the issue. It's that they were portraying underage or school kids. It's like, oh hey, let's get her to dress all sexy.
I forgot the underlying lesson that came with it.
And what was the lesson?
She was mostly doing to get guys to like her.
So the lesson is that wasn't how to get guys to notice her?
I think, because when it came to Degrassi, because when it came to Degrassi, the lessons be subtle or sometimes dark or sometimes just what the fuck. It always threw you for a loop.
Right. That sounds like a theme. But what's the lesson? What were you supposed to take away from it? Particularly that episode.
No, so when I was watching it again, the stream was about to start, so I had to stop the whole episode.
Yeah.
So I didn't get that forward because, like I said, this has been years since I watched Degrassi. This came out like early 2000, like literally the year 2000, 2001.
So you don't remember the episode when you first saw it?
I just remember subtle parts of the episode and certain things.
Can you remember how it ended?
It ended. You know what? Hold on.
Take your time. I want to know. I want to hear this.
Speaking of, 2002 was like 2 years. 2 years after. Like it was 2 years after I was born. So like maybe, and 2001 is a year after. So I understand what he's saying. So he's got a fair point.
It was season 3, episode 40.
Mm-hmm.
It was called "You Got the Look."
Right.
What was the lesson drawn from it? I'm looking at it right now, though. I think the lesson was that she should have loved herself for who she was, or something like that. I think that's what they were trying to draw from it.
Why? Well,
Because when
why?
it comes to
What
Degrassi,
happened? Yeah, what happened with her? Like, what was it that she took away? Did she end up not dressing like that by the end of the episode?
Yo, Noctis, what's up?
if I remember right, she toned it down a bit, but it didn't change too much.
hey
She still
guys.
had the little provocative look. What's up, King Noctis? How's it going, buddy? But see, there's also the thing about Degrassi is it does multiple stories out at once and within one episode. So there's not like a one main character. Everybody who's in the cast is kind of a main character, meaning everybody gets some screen time in an episode. Which is one of the things I did like about Degrassi, because like it was able to fit so many storylines in one episode each. So even though you're talking about this one person, there's also another story on with this other people going on, and then there's another story going on with this other person going on. Like it's not one story that on the episode focus. It's multiple people's story arcs going in one episode.
Huh. Okay. I have something that came in my head. So Ronald, bear with me on this one. So when you say like everybody gets screen time, that actually makes me think of like Marvel stories, like every superhero gets a backstory and every superhero gets screen time. In my opinion, so that's like a comic book, something like that. That kind of reminds me of like every superhero in Marvel getting screen time because of their backstories. That just makes me think of that.
I guess you could think it that way.
Maybe, but I could be wrong.
Well, Ronnie D, guess what? I was able to figure out what it was that I mentioned to you after the previous stream. So give me a minute. I'm going to go get myself another drink and get hydrated. So make sure you guys are stretching, because I'm going to take a stretch real quick, okay? I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, sure, go for it.
Oh yeah. And basically, Ronald, if you get what I mean, like there's like thousands or millions or maybe a lot of superheroes and villains in Marvel and DC. So there's like every backstory into it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marvel is incredibly big because it has a lot of.
Well, hold on now. They used to be incredibly big. I don't know about now. Because they kind of taking real hard. They're starting to become worse than DCU, the way they taking so hard.
Yeah, but wait, Marvel was founded in the 60s though. So wait, how big was it back then?
Well, DC basically came first in a way, but really DC is an amalgamation of different comic book publishing companies. Even though you could technically say it came first, or at least the company that started Batman and Superman came first, as well as certain other brands, but really it's all overall an amalgamation of other comic book companies into one.
Okay, so what came first?
Marvel is an original company of itself.
Okay, yeah, but what I mean by is by year, like the 60s or the 60s, right? Because Marvel was in the 60s back then.
DC, if you're going by the original call, like say go back to since Batman and Superman, 30s.
30s, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
30s.
If you're going by the comic by the time period where Batman and Superman came out, 30s.
Oh, okay. So 30s is when they both came out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, before the 30s, like a month and year in the 30s. Okay. So, Ronald, you've done research, right? So you must know which one came in the 30s before, Superman. Okay, what
Superman came. No, that's why Superman is known as the first comic book superhero, basically.
Well, but he's not. He wasn't.
But he's not the first superhero in hindsight. He was the first official comic book, I think it was, right?
No.
Yeah.
What it is The funny thing is that DC Comics, DC stands for Detective Comics. So DC Comics means Detective Comics Comics.
Okay.
That is, and they got that name after DC, aka Detective Comics, bought out Action Comics, which is where Superman first premiered. DC, or Detective Comics, is where Batman first appeared. Detective Comics began back in 1937. Action Comics didn't begin until 1938.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask Ronald this because I think
that was the start of Action Comics.
Well, yeah, because
it was with Superman.
Well, yeah, yes, but I wanted to ask Ronald this for like what year it actually came out, because I know he's done a lot of research on what it was back then, back in the days. But so wait, Ronald, what year was it actually? Like, what specific year was it? What did you say?
Dude, like Anime AJ literally just answered the question. Like,
yeah, I'm the one who actually told him.
If you want to be honest, he's a better bet than me, because like when it comes to research, he puts more time in it than I do. Because I have a lot of priority.
Yeah, I was actually telling you all this, Ronnie D, the other day. In fact, I think it was the same. It may have been the same stream. Wait. The next topic.
Wait, Ronald. I thought you've done a lot more research than him.
No, when it comes to certain things, I may have my advantages and knowledge over. But when it comes to certain other things, and AJ has his knowledge and advantage over. It just depends.
All right, so
when it comes to something like this, I feel like he has more of the knowledge, and plus, I think he's been doing this kind of doing the own superhero comic book game than I had more than before I was even on the thing.
Probably not as much.
Well, yeah, because I'm not really big on because I'm not really big on Marvel.
I have done more studying up on the history of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all I know is that Marvel came out in the old days back then, like way back then.
In fact, Marvel came out after Action Comics and Detective Comics. It's actually younger than them. It first started in 1938 as Timely Comics.
Yeah, because Marvel was like really old back then, because it has like retro shows. Like it has like animated retro shows back then.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up? Not much. What y'all talking about?
Well, we're talking about we're talking about Marvel stuff and what came out which came out first, like Marvel or DC, but Anime AJ had a point though.
Aye, and Marvel and DC. Yeah, sorry I didn't show up in time and everything. I had to do some things. Some new stuff in the new year came out, Bleach Brave Soul.
Nice. Wait, AJ, you said, well, okay, Anime AJ, just answer one more time, just, okay, what year did it came out again? Like, what year did it came out again? Explain it one more time.
So, yeah, Action Comics came out in 1938, and DC, or Detective Comics, came out in 37.
Oh, okay, good, okay.
Marvel didn't come out until 1939. Its original name was Timely Comics. So there was Detective Comics, Action Comics, and then Timely Comics. They were the first three major, popular comic books back then. Then eventually Detective Comics bought out, which Batman came out in 1939 under Detective Comics. He didn't come out until 2 years after they started. That's what really took the comic industry by storm and launched DC as a popular name in the industry. Eventually, DC would buy out
Batman
AC,
was their flagship superhero,
right? And sort of. There were other detective and popular characters or superheroes, as we might call them today. That was before him, but he's the one that really took it. It's what propelled the company. Eventually, DC buys out AC, and so DC then creates a new company, a new parent company through that merger as DC Comics. So DC Comics is the modern Detective Comics, and under them they still have AC. They still have AC. So as certain brands, they've only existed for so many years. Like Marvel didn't become Marvel until 1961. So in that sense, it's even younger than the others.
Well, thanks for the clarification, AJ. I needed that, so I'm gonna actually remember that from now on. Well, thanks for the clarification.
Hey, guys, I wanted to ask y'all, what y'all did for Christmas when it became New Year's?
I just Well, not much, but I think I just chilled and just had some other things to do. But I don't really remember. But I do remember not really having much time out of the house, but except going to the mall and getting some McDonald's and other stuff. But before that, I think that was like days after before.
Oh,
But yeah, Ronald, I think AJ's got you beat on this whole thing that came out first.
wait. There's no need to have a competition or anything. My brother does his work on researches as well on his phone.
Yeah, but Ronald said it himself. AJ knows a lot more than him, right?
No, I just say when it comes to certain things.
Yeah, and certain things he knows more than I do, and some things I've studied more than he has.
Okay, that's actually a fair point. Okay, that's a fair point.
Hey guys, check out this gift I got. Oh, go ahead, AJ. You go first.
So Ronnie D, where were we with the whole accountability on social media?
Well, I also want to touch on a topic about when it comes to the red pill.
Right. Okay.
And because I actually want to talk, I forgot about it on the last stream because we were talking about so many other interesting things. But I want to talk about it now. I'm thinking that red pill has some of its benefits, I guess, but it also has its cons too. And one video it showed where red pill has definitely has its cons. When a bunch of Sneeko fans, young little kids, not that much older, don't seem that much, seem more older than 12 or 11 or 10 years old, talking about paying the Sneeko project, talking about they support the red pill and stuff, and talking about like girls are icky, kill gays and stuff like that. I was like, whoa! And Sneeko looking at these kids and looking at the camera like, whoa, and try to he was trying to mediate the situation, trying to make it seem like they were just kidding around. But these kids were serious with it, and all the stuff he's saying, all the red pill stuff he was saying, content he was streaming, these kids, he may not have admitted in the stance he did, but these kids took it in one way, in an extreme way.
Ouch.
Yeah, and they made me think that is red pill really truly helping, or is it really hurting young men and males in general? Now,
well,
it surely has its pros, but it definitely has its cons too.
So let's then discuss this real quick as part of that topic for this discussion is what is the opposite, or what other term is similar to red pill? What would be the opposite of being red pill? Like, what does this have to do? Okay, now what the hell is this? So you're saying what we're talking about is red pill versus blue pill.
Hey, Nachos.
Not really.
Break it down like that. Right. Well, that's the whole point, because everybody's saying, we're talking, especially since you're talking about these kids talking about this nonsense. What is the red pill associated with? What is blue pill supposed to mean?
Red pill is supposed is supposed to symbolize masculinity, alpha energy, men being men being men. Okay, I guess.
What does blue pill mean then?
Blue pill is basically STEM.
I had a feeling.
Okay, I think there's something going on in terms of these younger kids. Red pill is a political term, and it's not really about patriarchy or masculinity. It's about going, oh, hey, yeah, this is not what we're gonna. It's basically people who don't agree with the government, or rather, maybe even don't agree with Democrats,
or the feminist stance that the government has been taking.
Am I seeing rainbow?
Like that, anti-woke stuff, perhaps.
Yeah.
But that's the fucking funny thing is that what is if we're talking red pill and blue pill, what do red and blue in political jargon connect with or represent?
Red pill seems to derive more from the Republican point of view, though.
Okay, so red is connected with Republican, and blue is connected with Democrats. So people who are red pill do a lot of talking, especially on social media. People who say they're red pill tend to present alignment with quote unquote conservative jargon, and then people who are on the blue pill side tend to express the progressive or liberal jargon.
Hey, Stefan.
So with
Hey,
that,
Stefan,
with that
yeah.
said, people who like to claim they're red pill or they're promoting red pill nonsense tend to seem to don't understand that they're still part of the Republican versus Democrat or conservative versus liberal bullshit. They're still part of the duopoly. Red pill nonsense.
Oh, give me a minute,
is
guys.
part of the psyop still. So they're not breaking away from fucking anything. Thinking, and a lot of it though, the whole term red pill, blue pill started because of the Matrix. Which pill did Neo take when he woke up?
He took. Damn, I forgot it. I think he took
the red pill, and he claimed to be
give me a minute.
woken out or awakened to the truth of reality, and that's what a lot of red pillars today also claim, is that they see the truth now. They've broken free of the Matrix, and taking the blue pill is being like a liberal or progressive and staying asleep and being inside the virtual reality.
He shouldn't have taken that red pill.
By the way, Stefan, I'm literally seeing rainbows. It's like, taste the rainbow, motherfucker.
Oh, sorry. That's the rainbow party light in our room.
I know, I'm just teasing, but I like the rainbows, though. I like the colors.
I had to switch out the light bulb again because something's wrong with that one.
That's actually pretty cool, Stefan. You got a rainbow light in your room.
Oh, it's not a rainbow. It's just a party light bulb.
Oh, like disco, huh? Disco in the house.
Something like that, yeah.
So, Ronnie Lee, then with that said, I can see where you're coming from about how, questioning the fact that you're questioning whether or not this blue pill, this red pill stuff is, could have a potential negative effect on younger people or the upcoming generation makes sense to me.
Yeah,
especially from those angles.
Yeah, but to be fair, you guys, I always gotta look from this point of view when it comes to red pill's own side of the story. It comes down to how it's being delivered too, how the content is being delivered, especially to these young boys. Because from when I saw Sneeko, the content that now don't get me wrong, Sneeko's delivery is kind of funny. It's pretty funny, entertaining. But when you listen to his delivery too, it can be seen as outright disrespectful too. Now, I'm not gonna overlook that.
Oh,
even though he's calling a lot of dumb shit out and showing the stupidity of Democrat ruling and people and he calls it out on his stream. It seems like kids are processing in a different way, or just not the way he wanted it to be processed.
By the way, AJ, now that you brought up red pill and blue pill, now that I'm thinking about the Twitter retweets I've been doing since the waifu ones that I liked were the ones that the red pill and blue pill posts were the waifu ones, and I just chose just retweeted them anyway and just didn't decide what to choose which waifu I want to smash. Those are the retweets I've been actually talking about, like those red pill and blue pill posts on Twitter.
Well, it evolved into a meme as well.
Yeah. So that's a part of the subject.
But again, that's the whole thing, is that that meme comes from the Matrix.
Yeah, but then again, AJ, this is actually part of the stream's topic.
Oh.
Yeah. But then again, AJ, this is the stream's topic of accountability on social media, so I guess we're talking about that too.
Well, that's all part of that, because that's how this content, that Ronnie D is talking about, is being, sent to viewers. He's talking about these kids.
Nice wig, bro.
Cool wig, man.
Nice. Awesome.
Filling in for Final
Thanks,
Fantasy.
guys. Yeah, I'm not done yet straightening up.
Cool. Hey, I got something to show you guys. Look what I got for Christmas.
What did you get for Chris? Wait, what is that? Oh, okay. I can almost see.
Selected.
Sorry, guys. I really can't see.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing two screens. Is that Naruto stuff?
Yep.
The fuck?
I think I can see it correctly. I think I can almost see it, but I was just guessing. But I think I can almost see.
Sorry, guys, I really can't see. God. It was my Final Fantasy book I got.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
God.
So we're going to get back on topic.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. Let's. You want to go back on topic, Ronald?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back on topic, guys.
All right. AJ.
Yeah, I'm here.
You
I'm
don't
here too as well.
mind finishing what you were saying?
Yeah. So.
God.
What was I?
It was about the pill situation.
Yeah, the meme comes from the Matrix. So Ronnie D's got a point. The way, and the thing about it is that it's one thing when a content creator presents certain memes or jokes out there in their content, and then it's like, oh, hey, now his viewers or these young kids that Ronnie D is mentioning are taking the jokes or the concepts of these memes in a totally different direction. But with just like any content that, it's really not his fault. Just because people took his, they're going in a different direction than what the creator had expected or was anticipating. That's the thing. Those kids will, eventually come back and actually get what he was doing from his perspective, or there's just some trend or fad going on. But
yeah, a little bit of both. But at the same time, the same stuff that he was saying kind of got him kicked off the platform.
Right
now he's on Rumble. He's on Rumble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What?
Hey,
that's the whole purpose. That's the intent. That's what a lot of these social media platforms are trying to do to all of us. They're using certain activities or events as excuses to implement what those events or concepts that are being perpetrated. Like the stuff you see if you watch television news, the stuff they're putting out there, it's being done on purpose. It's all by design. And social media, like Facebook, for example, a lot of it was started with the intent to hack people's brains. Just like a hacker would hack it, just like someone would try to hack a computer. They designed Facebook to do that to the human brain. Okay?
Oh,
man.
So,
Oh my God.
Telling me that the movie was false.
The thing about so the idea is, the algorithms will push out what they're programmed to favor, and they will shadow ban what they're programmed to hide from the general public. Unless you're looking for it, the algorithms will not be in your favor. You have to look for certain things directly. You have to be more specific about what you're trying to search up sometimes with keywords, or what content you watch, because that's also how algorithms on Twitter or X and YouTube and Google, it all works by what you look up and what you do online. That's what cookies are all about too. So the whole idea or concept behind the accountability of social media is that it's not just content creators or users like us, what we put out on these platforms, but also what they're doing. What they do, they are selective in what gets the most attention, especially when people pay for it. That's what's going to make X the biggest thing now, is that everybody, not just the advertising companies, aka the automobile industry, or big oil, or big pharma, or big tobacco, or politicians or actors and certain celebrities. Oh, I paid Twitter such and such, I'm going to pay for advertising. And, they're going to hear the rules that I want in order for my stuff to appear next to certain posts from certain groups or individuals. Twitter has now become more transparent in that regard. Like you can click on ads and ask and really go into finding out why you're being shown certain ads, because a lot of ads aren't just actual ads. A lot of ads on X now are actual tweets by other users, by other verified users.
Oh yeah,
the difference between a blue check mark and a gold check mark. And so they're paying money to Twitter to advertise their content to more users.
Oh yeah, I've seen them on Twitter.
What Elon has done what he has done since buying out Twitter is that he's made it so that it's not just corporations, because like I just said, blue check marks aren't just for corporations anymore. They're more distinguished with gold check marks.
Yeah,
because usually it was corporations, politicians, actors, celebrities who had a lot of followers and thus were generating a lot of ad revenue for Twitter, or who were paying directly themselves. Even journalists would get verified, the original blue check mark, before you or I would.
I'm surprised.
So he opened the door so that it wasn't just corporations and very influential celebrities who got verified. It would also be anyone who paid for it, because when you pay for it, you also get twice as much exposure. You're basically paying for advertising of your content you put out. Everybody on Twitter can now make ad revenue from Twitter.
Oh yeah, I've basically seen those on Twitter, like those Nikkei ads and Star Rail.
Now, in order to do it, the way it's done is similar to the way Twitter has always been. In terms, like, it's kind of similar to how one would have done it back with the original Twitter before or pre-Elon Musk Twitter. Is that you generate a lot of engagement in your posts and tweets. Yeah. You generate a lot of impressions, which is what YouTube also does. Is the more impressions you generate, the more attention your channel gets, the more content the more your content gets pushed out to other users, regardless of how much you pay. Because on YouTube, you don't pay to do that; it's all for free.
I think that's the same.
So you gotta generate.
Hold on, guys. I got shit on.
You gotta generate attention and engagement. Well, on Twitter, you pay into it. Well, if you reach a certain threshold, you start getting paid back for it. So the more impressions you get on Twitter, you will get paid. It's almost crazy, but it works.
Yeah, but
there are people who know how to do that, because social media like Twitter and YouTube have been around for at least 10 years. So you start applying. Hold on, man, I'm talking.
Okay, sorry.
So when you start applying all the experience from the last 10 years minimum, because YouTube's been around since at least before 2005. You start applying all the basic knowledge, experience, and rules that they've done over the decades. You apply that knowledge in an effective way, like a lot of other content creators have done and are doing, then anyone can generate engagement and attention and thus start earning revenue on certain platforms. The fact that you can pay to get more exposure, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you don't want to pay $8 a month, fine. Hulu used to cost $8 a month. Well, now if social media platforms are how you want to engage with the public and maybe make some sort of business career or be a streamer or content creator, if everybody has the opportunity to do that, and it makes sense to pay for a service, especially one that gives you a dividend, because what's going on with Twitter, I've been talking about it a lot over the last couple of years over my channels. Like you're gonna see things. There's a revolution going on. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, so all right, so look, first of all, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just also getting to the point where, like, there's also other Twitter users that even if you don't have like anything, like you could just like get thousands of followers and then you get verified right away. But I'm not sure if you brought that up before. But look, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I didn't mean to. I was just getting to that point.
So guys, how do I look?
You look good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry about that, AJ. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just getting to the point. I was just trying to get to the point.
Okay. But
Thanks,
So,
guys.
with that said, Ronnie D, trying to keep it in line with accountability on social media. The topic that you had asked earlier, what I had mentioned was about toxicity on social media. So that's something I thought, oh, hey, maybe, that's definitely connected with accountability on social media or
speaking
being
of
held
toxicity,
accountable.
that also correlates with red pill. That's also another thing I want to talk about red pill too. You also have your fair share of liars and grifters in red pill. One of them being people who rinse and repeat red pill rhetorics and talking points, but don't really symbolize and stand for what they're talking about.
Right.
Like just per the things I think I mentioned her before is one of those grifters. And who else? There are plenty of other grifters. And I noticed a lot of females were entering this space a lot. We're entering this space and talking these same points and suddenly getting close to 100,000 subscribers and views just by entering the space and talking these points.
Right, because these points are being favored by certain algorithms, certain platforms, or certain companies. Like they're putting out because those talking points is what I was hitting on earlier before the concept of toxicity.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay. So a lot of those talking points are favored by certain groups or individuals who want to push perhaps an agenda. The social media sphere is not and has never been immune from the mainstream media, because that's the same kind of content or stuff that gets favored attention on regular, in traditional or conventional media other than the internet.
Any favorite content can be bad, but good at the same time. But any content you make can be good, man.
Right, but Ronnie D's talking about how certain people who play off the whole red pill, blue pill thing, it's part of a wider propaganda effort.
No, what I'm saying is people who enter the red pill space specifically, rinsing, repeating, talking, and using talking points that other already established red pill content creators are doing.
Right, but they're not actually representing those. They're trying to grift off it.
Yeah, one of them being, like I said, just pretty things. And I don't know if you heard of Tyrese, the singer. And
not familiar.
Not really.
You've seen Fast and Furious, right? Movies, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's the bald-headed black guy in
From
Too Fast and Furious. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I know who you mean, man.
That's Tyrese. He got his wife, who he recently divorced, became a red pill content creator.
His wife did.
Yeah, his wife. And see, no one didn't know it or didn't know that who she was until somebody recognized her or Tyrese called her out on her bullshit.
Okay.
And see, when Tyrese called her out, it brought a lot of attention to that fact that she was basically talking all this red pill stuff about marriage and how to treat your man and stuff like that. On the while, this woman left her husband because she thought she could do better, or try to say that people was in her ear telling her to leave Tyrese. And to this day, she's still getting alimony from Tyrese.
Okay.
And see, Tyrese, I gotta give him that. This man went on public view and called her ass out on that shit. And see, some guys try to call him emotional, which he kind of is. But in honest opinion, I feel like that's because when it comes to a woman calling a man out on social media, everybody accepts it. It's like that bullshit. Yes, queen, you speak your truth, queen, all that other bullshit. But when a man does it, it's bad and it's looked down upon. Because there's a lot of media that supports women and allows them to speak their versions of the truth. but there's no media for men to speak their version of truth and speak their own, talk their mind, speak their mind.
So like in connection with feminism, Tyrese's ex is a blue pill pretending she's red pill.
Yeah, you can say that, or just a feminist.
Well, if she's being called out for grifting, well, I gotta say, since you're telling me Tyrese went on a public television show.
No, he has his own podcast, I think, too. But he went on live.
Podcast.
Yeah, but he went on live on Instagram, I think it was. He went live and called her out for her shit. Because see, he also
it makes him no difference then. It makes him no different. If he's gonna be doing that, then he's grifting as well. Because like, what I was just saying earlier is that.
How is he grifting? He's paying her alimony and child support.
Right, but would he not make money by making content on social media, calling her out for being a grifter?
No.
Why would he not make money off social media?
One thing about Tyrese is that this man, I can tell you, this man don't think about money. He just thinks on his emotions. Like, you can see a lot of people, this man thinks on his emotions.
It is no better than thinking about money. To me, I would say they're equal, because if it's one thing to go work through your emotions, he is you, him, all of us. We have a right to choose how we want to feel. Exactly. What I'm trying to get at is that if he were a better man, he wouldn't be dragging his dirty laundry in front of everybody.
Yeah, that shit probably still with him.
That's what I mean. If he's got beef with his wife, he could be it would be make him look better if he wasn't talking about it or calling her out in public even, and making a big old public thing about it. I get
this is why I look at it as double-edged sword, though, dude.
No, it's not double-edged, because he may be right about what he's calling her out on. He could do better by calling her out in private and keeping it between them. Sure, she's trying to make herself look good, but that's what makes her look bad to begin with, is that she's presenting a false image of herself after she left him and cheated on him. Like, she's not taking responsibility for the wrong choice she made with her relationship with him. That's what I get at. And that's part of what makes her a blue pill and makes it look bad that I get it that, what he's done is essentially allowed, you or I to realize that she is pretending to be red pill when she's not.
By the way, AJ.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, Anime AJ, is that no one knew who she was until Tyrese called her out and said something.
I get you. That's what I'm saying, is that now that I can put those pieces together, I was giving you a thread. I was trying to sew it together.
But also, he also explained that what I'm telling is that she talks about marriage mostly in Red Pill. But see how he said it, as how he was calling her out. He explained how he was trying to save the marriage and trying to make it work with her, but as she was giving him false hopes on them staying together, working out. But instead, while he was out of side of another country, probably doing another Fast and Furious movie or something like that.
Right. I think I remember hearing about that in the news.
Yes, because it's mostly on social media.
Right. Okay. What she did was wrong. And what he's doing is that's exactly what I was trying to explain. Is that he's doing to her, what he's doing by calling it out in public. It allowed people like you and me to know that she was being a fake, that she was grifting essentially. I get that, and I don't disagree there. What I'm getting at is that he's calling her out, but what he's doing technically, it makes him look no better than her. He don't need to be hanging his dirty laundry out for everybody to see. And while it reveals her true character, it allows us to go, oh, hey, there's actually a lot of people who are trying to scam viewers or grift off the idea of being red pill. you know? And that's not cool either, because then it presents a false narrative in some regards, especially, again, with how people are interacting with or engaging with content creators on social media. Would you disagree on that? How I'm trying to come across, Ronnie D?
No, I think I get what you're saying. I think it just takes me a while to go trying to understand what you're saying, but I think I'm starting to get what you're trying to get at. Basically, it's the overall accountability of it all. That's
right. It's like what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. It's like what you're saying with the whole idea or concept of accountability on social media. If this Tyrese gentleman were a gentleman and he respected the idea of accountability, maybe there are certain things he doesn't need to say or do on social media. Because I'm sure there's no way he's not making money by doing his podcast. He might be doing it because he enjoys that sort of thing and he likes being a content creator. But there's no way that, if he is successful at it, that he wouldn't be making any kind of ad revenue off of it.
Also, AJ, I do want to explain something about this whole Twitter follower thing and verified accounts. So yeah, I did mention this one user that I don't think I did, but this one user actually had a lot of followers and he got verified. So you get the whole story. You know what I mean?
Right. But again, the door is now. What it is now is that, especially now since we're coming into this new year of 2024, we all have the ability, should we choose, to now pay for a service that gets us more exposure and allows a lot more individuals, private individuals who are not part of a corporation, to be able to get their content creation to become profitable.
All right. So
there are a lot of that's the whole thing about social media now, especially with Ronnie D's topic of accountability on social media, because he is doing his best to keep the focus on content creators and what they put out, and how certain audience groups like these kids going on about red pill this or that, it's something that there's a bigger picture that people can see if they just picked up the brush and painted with it like they want.
Well, man, I just wanted to clarify, because I'm not sure if you actually heard what I was saying before, so I just wanted to clarify that one more time, just in case you didn't hear me before. But yeah, but again, yeah, sorry about before. No hard feelings, so it's fine. Sorry I interrupted. Sorry I rudely interrupted you, though.
Anyway, back to you, Ronnie D.
Yeah. Hang on. Another what was another grifter? Oh yeah, another grifter.
Okay.
Jonathan motherfucking Sharp. I can't stand that dude either.
Okay. Is he controversial? He doesn't have any.
He's supposed to be a red pill content creator, but let me tell you, this guy is a snake. This guy is just untrustworthy.
Is he a liar? He's a fucking liar, right?
So
yeah.
would you then think, based on these grifters who are snakes pretending to be red pills, would you not think that
he's a
all red
type
pills,
of snake.
all red pills could be snakes and grifters?
No,
maybe
no, because I've seen someone that are honest.
But hold on, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is that these are blue pills, these are snakes, these are liars and grifters who are pretending to be something they aren't. So once you Ronnie D, have seen that, you're like, oh yeah, I know that they're not. So why would that not give a false impression to others who might not be as learned as you, who might be gullible to fall for these snakes lying to them that they're red pill when they aren't? Would that not make them, should they discover the betrayal and the lie, not
hold on, man,
if they encounter it, if they encounter it with multiple grifters pretending to be red pill, would that not develop them into going, aren't all red pills like that then?
Hold on, man.
I see what you're getting at, but what I'm trying to tell you is that it's come to a point where you can tell the difference.
Yes.
And then hold on. There's these content creators called Auburn and Preach.
Okay.
Who speak on a lot of stuff. Basically, they're kind of the inspiration of my accountability segment. Because that's what they basically react and give their 2 cents on various subjects and contents and even on creators, and give their own honest opinion. They're very honest and intellectual opinion.
Okay,
and sometimes
so kind of like what you and I are doing, like what you're doing about these red pill grifters, and like how I did with Tyrese.
Yeah, but at a more intellectual scale than even compared to us. Like if you watch their breakdowns, you'd actually be an instant supporter of these guys.
Okay.
Like, and they've had their beef with the red. They've had their beef with the red pill.
Okay, yeah, you want to post a link to their stuff in the chat or something in our studio chat?
Hold up, Tiny Evie.
Hey, one.
I don't have a link. Oh, I had to do that another. I'll probably DM no link to you.
Yeah, DM the link to me then. Let me check it out.
Yeah.
If you think it's something that I'd be interested in or supportive of, with how they present their content, then yeah, I'll give it a look.
Yeah. All right, but they give very good reactions and all detailed synopsis on a lot of stuff they react to, and even the dumb shit. Like,
so, guys,
the first time I heard of Johnny Somali, yeah, the first time I heard Johnny Somali was through them when they were giving a reaction on his Johnny Somali's stupid ass.
Oh, okay.
That's how I heard of Johnny Somali.
Okay, yeah, I learned about him as well through like who was it? It's a Gundam and friggin' Brandon, the anime guy. So I know what. Yeah, I get you.
What's good, VJ Games? How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Tiny.
So the second red pill grifter you're talking about?
No, third actually.
Yeah.
Third.
Donovan Sharp.
Yeah.
See, this guy is phony, so they can comment away. He's about as phony as Fresh and Fit. Except
he's like, I know who you're talking about.
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm like,
what?
Who the fuck is Fresh and Fit? Like, what the fuck? Are you speaking Greek? Who the fuck is Fresh?
All right, guys. All right, guys. That's not okay, guys.
Well, that's another one. That's another top I should have got. I think I mentioned Fresh and Fit, but there's another.
But I'm laughing pretty hard. Like, who the fuck is that?
They're another Red Pill podcast. They're Red Pill content creators too. But they have a podcast where they well, is that? You know what? Let me explain Fresh and Fit first before I go to Darwin Sharp. Because in a way, they kind of Fresh and Fit kind of grip this in their own way too. And also, they also one of the Red Pill guys that Auburn and Preach beef with the most.
Okay.
In a way, they put Fresh and Fit is basically these two guys who are based in Miami. I think Florida, Miami, where Mugaka is from. I think. I wouldn't be surprised if Mugaka knew who they were.
Right.
But because they're in Miami. But before they were on YouTube, they were on TikTok. And they were talking about how to pick up, and they were telling their content involved how to pick up chicks and stuff like that, superficial way basically. Right. And they basically got banned off TikTok, so they went to YouTube.
Damn.
So they started this podcast called Fresh and Fit, and basically it's about they talk about basically all kinds of red pill stuff, as well as you could say a little on the misogyny side on like just girls are not lucky unless you have this type of car or this much money or this drive this type of boat or this big house, like 1% or shit. They're those type of red pill guys. And see, they'll have a cast of female influencers, your typical Instagram models, OnlyFans models and stuff like that. Basically from women of those demographics. usually from urban demographics. And
They're
then
making money. They're grifting. They're grifting hard, huh? Making money.
Yeah, as much as I say about grifters, well, we all know about from the beginning, not just only the red pill grifters, also those feminist grifters as well. Because here the thing is with Scamkezian and all this Gamergate going on, we all know what's going on because they just want to have that grifting narrative to be placed in video games and all this stuff going on.
Right, and that's the other thing. Since you mentioned Gamergate, this is what I'm trying to say: is that this whole concept of red pill, this whole concept of Gamergate, and then you realize that they're not Gamergate, they're not red pill, they're blue pill, they're grifting. It's all part of the game. That's how Gamergate is a grift. Because you mentioned Gamergate, it got me thinking about it. It's like I had just mentioned, I put a post out, if there was ever, and I the fact that I'm even saying it is just, I might be jinxing it, but if there ever appears an anime gate, your best bet would to be opposing it from the start.
Yeah.
After because I'm telling you, I'll tell you that the people who went after Vic, the cancer culture nonsense that's going on everywhere, it's all part of this grifting game. It goes like that's what gets, and the fact, and I've tried mentioning it on X, I've tried talking to people about it, is that we're given attention. That's how they get paid. That's how we all get paid on social media if we want to make it successful.
Yeah.
As content creators, when it comes to accountability on social media, which is where content creation takes place, is that we're all trying to grift, really. We're all trying to make that money.
True.
In order to make that money, we have to give attention to certain things. And I mentioned the algorithms earlier in the stream. There are certain places that intentionally program the algorithm to favor certain content and shadow ban others.
Yeah.
But then again, there's many other people who are snakes and people who just pretend they're telling the truth, but they're actually fucking lying. There's millions of there's like a lot of people who just think they're hot stuff, but really they're just thinking they tell the truth, but no, they're not telling the truth.
Yeah.
Hate the game, not the player.
Yeah, but that's
gonna hate.
But that's besides the point. But then again, AJ, that's besides the point. There's people out there who
that is the point. That's what I'm saying. These grifters are players. They're on the game, and the game attracts these people. It goes. It goes from a higher perspective as well. Again, there's a bigger picture. What's being put out in media and being put out in certain content on certain platforms. Certain things get the most attention, especially these blue pill fakes grifting on people on their gullibility and pretending to be red pills when they're not.
Yeah.
Anyways, AJ, look, dude. I was actually doing the other way around. Not. I'm not dodging your thing, but I'm actually listening to what you're saying. I'm just saying the other way around.
Right.
Just don't take it the wrong way, AJ. I'm listening to what you're saying though. Don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And don't forget what also causes grifting is because how we seen the Cake Vic situation. We seen the whole locale situation when they talk about Chris Chan all the time. Like they say, Chris Chan was born in 1990 something, and they talk about what's new about Chris Chan or Cyrax or any of these real locales.
So wait, do we all know when Christian was when he was born? We all know?
Yeah, we all know. It's like he's born in 1982.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And his birthday's in February, right? Yeah, his birthday's also in February.
Yeah. And the point is, I'm just saying, like, these people trying to say, let's try to show the next generation how bad these people are so they won't end up being like them. Like, to be honest, why would you need someone as an example?
That's the whole problem, is they want to show how bad other people are, and they can make. And the thing is that they know they can make money off it. They know they can. That's why they do it. They know they'll get attention. The only reason people The only reason a child stops throwing a temper tantrum in a store is because they aren't getting attention for it.
Yeah.
No one cares, or no one's interested in looking at them. So then the child eventually stops. These people have a problem with their learned behavior, and they know they can make money off it. They know they can bring other people down. They know they can cancel someone and that they'll get something for it somehow from all the attention. Someone somewhere will pay for it, whether financially or otherwise.
Yeah. And
They don't care about whose life or career they destroy. Because in the end, that person loses money. And it's like electricity. It doesn't die. That money goes elsewhere. That's how people lose money, is that it's not coming to them, it's going somewhere else.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's the point when I see like all the situation. Why don't I show like it's better not to like basically not using this one person as an example and trying to go basically. It's like it's like there's one video explaining about why people getting tired of the locale content. It's like let's say this locale stuff is becoming the new Minecraft, to be honest.
Right. Well, I'm not even going to use that term. I still have difficulty grasping what that's supposed to mean, but it makes sense because you've told me it's about milking them like a cow, essentially. And again, it's like
here's
Ronnie
the
D
thing
is
why I found
trying
out.
to keep this about is it's grifting money off other people by doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, and here's the thing about
I don't even know who this Ronnie D said his name is Donovan what?
Donovan Sharp.
Yeah.
I want to
don't
pick
even
up
know
what
who
I
he
left off.
is. And I'm not going to look him up, but I can definitely make sense of what you're saying when you talk about people like him and Fit and Fresh.
And the
Fresh
point
and
is,
Fit. I like to call them fraud and fake.
Fraud and fake, okay.
Fraud and fake. Yeah, because that's pretty much what they are when you think about it. Like they talk about this stuff, tell guys, oh, do this and that and this and that, and you should have this and this, have that. But at the same time, these guys have been caught lacking so much and being the opposite of what they tell these guys.
Yeah.
They've been exposed so many times. They've been even exposed by the women who they're saying that they're in control of. That really have feelings for them. But one half of Fresh Fit on Fresh CEO basically got exposed by by his preference, which is white girls, and she exposed him that he pays for her service, that she's a sugar baby.
Yeah.
Also, Ronald, I have a question.
She was basically saying that he's my sugar daddy. So she's doing the same fucking thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She is no better. She's basically just like them.
Yeah, Ronald.
Also, there was a situation. Now, this was done. This ain't on their fault on them per se, but this also shows that why you shouldn't always personally meet your fans or fuck with your fans in person, especially female fans if you're a dude. So, Fit was with a female fan, I guess, and he invited her to his house, a room. Now, I don't know if he was wanting to fuck or nothing, but from what it said, so he said nothing happened. But she tried to go on these other own platforms and try to lie on him, try to end his career, talking about that he tried to do this and that to me, sexual assault or forcing stuff upon me, basically rape allegations, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What women have been doing nowadays.
There's no way to prove it. There's no way to prove it.
Yeah,
it's very possible that she had gone in it with the intent to do this from the get-go.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Make money off it. She's basically another example of someone else calling out someone for doing what they themselves are doing.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that these other podcasts, like Ethan of He Podcast.
Yeah.
This jackass gonna take in what she said and believe her, and put it on there and just run with what she was saying. No proof or nothing, just run with what she was saying. And other other platforms are running with it too. But see, even though Auburn preached beef with on the main ones who usually beef with Fresh and Fit, they didn't run with it. They actually helped prove her claims false. Because Myron also had proof that what this woman's claim was false. Because they had text him on, he kept the text messages of their conversations and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think on video evidence as well, something like that.
Okay,
and
guys.
Right.
Alvin Preach even displayed on and showed this text information as well, and so on.
Okay, guys.
These guys are enemies.
Hold on, man.
But the enemy even decided to help their enemy, because even Alvin Preach thought that even though it's Fresh and Fit who also try to make fake copyright claims. That's another one of the Fresh and Fit crimes. Fresh and Fit literally trying to make fake copyright claims on everybody who reacted to them. And Alvin Preach was one of those victims. But this was done by how the lead attorney say a $2 lawyer, 2-cent lawyer, who advised them to make a mass number of copyright claims, false copyright claims, no less. This is called what it is. It was false copyright claims.
Yeah.
Right.
And then YouTube had looked at those claims and told them to rescind those claims within a certain period of time, or they will shut down Fresh and Fit's channel. Because there was no way to back up that those copyright claims were legit.
Yeah. Also, Ronald,
that's the first instance of why they started they had beef with each other. Other than the fact that Auburn Preach, I think, who was Auburn, was on their platform, and whatever. And this was a moment where Fresh and Fit, who talk so tough and say this and that when you're not around, could have said what they had to say to Auburn. But no, they were just acting so casual, like nothing was going on, nothing. But as soon as Auburn left the platform that comes over, these guys will talk shit. That's one thing about Fresh and Fit is that they won't say what they have to say to you to your face, but they'll say it behind your back on the safety of their podcast on place of business.
Oh yeah,
Right.
but definitely things.
And that's so you can see why a lot of content creators have problems with it, especially Auburn Preach, because these guys had the opportunity to say what they had to say to Auburn, but didn't. So afterwards, after Auburn left, these guys were talking shit, and then they talking shit about Auburn's own partner, friend, Preach, and Preach's wife,
So
and challenged them to a fight.
It shows you one of two things, Ronnie D. It shows you either A, their true character, or B, what character they want to present
Both.
to their audience.
Both actually.
Right. So if they want to present their true character, or as the characters they pretend to be with their content creation or their channels, they're presenting. They want to. So yeah, if that's behavior that you don't think should be popular or that should be condoned, yeah, then I guess you could say that they're behaving poorly. They're not being, honorable. By being so disrespectful behind somebody's back like that, instead of like if they're going to call someone out like that, especially someone who was on their show or whatever, and then talks back about them and then like attack an associate after the person has left their show. It's like, well,
and then call them out to fight.
Right. It's like, why that, that presents an unappealing, that just sounds very unappealing. Like, period. Like, why are they getting attention then?
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
Yeah, here's the thing. They shouldn't give, like, Chris Chan attention or any of these idiots attention. And and here's the thing. They keep giving them attention in the point that they want to show the next generation, don't be like them or whatever. And the thing is, they don't ever seen a village idiot in real life. That's a problem. Or went to
right. Well, that's the thing is that, again, just even with the village idiot, why do people choose to look at village idiots?
Yeah.
Obviously, they're doing something that gets and gains or receives attention. So, speaking of examples, like you said, or implied, is, people should, when it comes to examples of accountability, look to content creators who promote certain things, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's like, basically, when it comes to examples, people need to find those who lead by example, especially when it comes to content creation.
Oh yeah.
Who are the leaders out there that are actually setting? Who are the content creators?
And this is from a
streamers or
Reddit post
podcasters
because
like
this
Ronnie
is the
Diaz
so-called
talking
starter
about
pack, and this
who's-
is like a lot
Right.
of false statements. They say, oh, someone who's so-called, the cow, is basically blatantly racist. How can someone be blatantly racist if this person is not like really funny? To be honest, it's just like he said something wrong.
Oh yeah,
Right.
basically.
And so the people who are virtue signaling like that, they're doing that. That's a village idiot. They're doing it for attention.
Yeah.
Because
Also, Ronald.
it's about them, not the person they're calling out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the point is, like, they think I'm in the village. They're the village idiots themselves, trying to think. They want to go. They want to put basically. Want to put me with their cows and their cow horn ears. Nope, I don't want that. They don't have no consent to put shit on me. The problem is it's their shit. They need to be.
Only a village idiot can recognize a village idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, Ronald, I do have a question. So, do you believe this is the case right here?
What do you mean?
The comment right here.
Yeah.
Do you believe this might be the case, or no? Maybe I'm wrong because Mr. Anime is actually born in February and Chris Chan is also born in February. So I don't know if they compare him. I don't know if they compare him to Chris Chan because of this, or I don't know. I don't know if that's the reason.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't be around Mr. Anime like that to know what situation is going on. I'm only really going by and know as much as what you're telling me. This situation and what's going on, Mr. Anime.
And
Like,
anybody who's making a comparison simply based on birth month is just being stupid themselves. There's no logic in that.
Yeah, but imagine if they actually do that just because their birthday's in February.
My birthday's in February. Does that make me like him?
Yeah.
In my
No,
February,
my birthday's in February.
Look,
Does that make
my
you like
birthday's
him?
in May, so I don't even count as what they think.
And I'm born in April. And yeah, Ronald, Ronald, I completely forgot you're born in February too. So my bad. I completely forgot about that.
It's all good.
Life.
Sorry about that, Ronald.
It's all good.
But yeah,
why do people do stupid things in life?
And I'm gonna be honest, and they say, they want to pick on obese man, thinking, they're the village idiots. They're not anyway, and they're not even creeps at all.
Alright. So these content creators, these grifters that you've been talking about and bringing up, Ronnie D, back to that, especially with, how I mentioned the, toxicity on social media, would you say some of those fake red pill grifters, are they being toxic? Would you consider them?
I definitely can say Fresh and Fit are toxic. I can definitely say.
Okay.
I can tell you. Let me start off with this. One, let's pick up where I stopped up. They challenged Auburn Preach to a fight. Auburn Preach publicly accepted the fight. Well, Preach publicly accepted the fight because they challenged Preach. Preach publicly accepted it, and he was ready to go. And there were platforms who were talking about it, but at the last minute, Fresh and Fit pussied out.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Like, and they're ready to put up money and everything, organize everything. Probably Auburn Preach, but at the last minute they talking about if you don't put up this much money, then we ain't going on box. I'm like, hold on, what the hell does money got to do with it, man? You publicly called these guys out. You talk shit about them.
Oh yeah, but Ronald, just to make sure, Ronald, I may have been wrong about that statement. So yeah, I know you ignore that, but yeah, just forget what I said because I forgot about you too. Since I was wrong about that, so I might have forgotten about you too since I forgot you're also the same birth month. So yeah, just ignore what I said. I might be wrong.
And
I might be wrong.
It's okay, man. I wasn't paying much attention. I just read it, but I didn't pay much attention. Like, it didn't offend me. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was wrong about what I said.
No, you're good.
When y'all talk.
In the situation with grifters is like when I see situations like this, like what's their ability to gain? Like if you destroy someone, it's nothing but it'll end up having bad karma, just like what happened to one of my haters who's been after me for a decade because it's this stupid cosplay Karen.
Oh wait, I just realized that Neo was born in February too. I forgot about Neo too.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, let me continue. She was trying to go after me, but like, here's the thing: she enabled the gang stalking on me, and this is why I can't go to any anime cons or any cons that has cosplay because these gang stalkers go like, oh, let's go after Shiny because he might gonna do something to female cosplayers or kids. It's like
what?
It's all because I posted lowly content.
Are they safe for work?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But why are they still after you if it's safe for work? They can't stand cute stuff. Was that why they can't stand cute anime girls?
Yeah. They can't stand cute anime girls.
That's bullshit, man. They should do that, dude.
And the point is, I'm just gonna say this: is like these people. And at the same time, they don't like, they don't like what I'm saying because, I have speech issues, which is another issue. Which, people have a hard time don't understand me. That's another issue that they think, it's that material. No, I'm not. It's like, I was born with it.
I feel so bad for
I
you, dude.
don't think I've ever really perceived you to have a speech impediment or a speech issue.
Yeah.
You seem to speak pretty fine to me, and I can understand you quite well.
Yeah. And the point is, here's the thing: I disagree to people's politics or views because I don't care if it's from the left or the right or in the middle. That's the point, anyway.
Well, yeah, you're an individual, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I try to. With that said, that's what I try to direct attention toward is that the left and right, they're not any different. They're the same. The only way to be in the middle or to not be either or is to just not have them.
Yeah.
Really. It's the only way it opens the door for third, fourth, and fifth choices or paths.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, like you said, there's think of like a fork in the road. It's not just two paths. It doesn't have to be only two choices at the fork in the road. You can have multiple choices when you reach a fork in the road. You don't have to go down the middle. You don't have to go to the left. You don't have to go right. You don't even have to go north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe you could just turn the fuck around, right? It's all about having, multiple choice is a key concept of someone as an individual being an individual. So it makes sense why you wouldn't want to choose this or that. You want to go in a different direction.
You just got to think otherwise.
Yeah. And the point is, these people trying to do is just like basically like they just basically want to try to screenshot every post I make. It's like they just going after every clip of every fort they make, to be honest. It's like,
well, block them then. If you block them, they can't get any. Yeah. So
here's
just
the actual thing.
Keep blocking them and keep ignoring them.
Yep. And here's the actual thing, because the thing is like these people, they have nothing better to do, and it's just basically father's behavior they've been doing on the internet.
They're being toxic.
Yeah.
They're not trying to create something. They think that what they're doing is creating something by destroying something else, and destroying something else as a form of creation. That's part of the grift.
Yeah. Pretty much most of the people that you mentioned is toxic, AJ.
Yeah, and these people who are that toxic towards me, they waste their time to go to me instead of finding something original to do. Like for me, I don't talk about certain people very much. The only thing I've been doing lately is like I've been basically doing some clips for my personal YouTube channel, and I've been doing some gaming, content for my gaming channel.
Yeah, but Shiny, just
I've been to a couple of your game streams.
Yeah, but Shiny, just to make sure, you just don't have to let those people get to you. So they're just trying to get a rise out of you because, just don't let those people get to you, man.
True, that's the point. Because here's the thing: it's like Here's the thing: these people who's been trying to react to me is basically are the real, cows that we know of.
Dude, just
Right.
remember, misery loves company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you react to them?
Nope.
Okay. So how do you know what they're? How do you know that? How do you know how they're reacting to you?
It's because they don't like what I'm saying, and they don't like,
I get that. I'm asking, how is it that you are able to confirm that they're reacting negatively to you if you're not reacting or looking at them?
Well, here's the thing: I could see what people say. Something like they react to my post, and I'm not gonna say about it. Just
Right. So okay.
I
So
just make
people
fun
are
of them,
reacting
but
to
I'm
your
not gonna give
post,
them-
and you're giving attention to it. You're
Yeah,
seeing what they post in response to what you post.
Yeah, they just respond whatever they think, and here's the thing: I don't
Right.
respond to them. I just basically make fun of them with memes.
I do admit, AJ, I will admit, I did actually make a reaction video of the court case with me since I made a community post about that. I only made one reaction video, but then I just moved on with my life.
Yeah. Even though at least with I make fun of people with memes who try to react to me. And here's the thing: it's like I'm not giving them their names or whatever. It's just like they don't.
Although,
So you are reacting to them with memes.
Not really. It's like I just make fun of them, not reacting.
Well, how
It's
is that's your reaction.
Yeah.
You're making fun of them in response to what they're doing to you, or how they're commenting or responding to you. So you are responding to them.
Here's the thing: I don't give them any names because if I give them any names, that's how they get attention.
I get that, but what I'm trying to ask or confirm is that when they react to something you do, you are reacting to them with a meme, with the intent to make fun of them as your response to what they responded with what you had done prior.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then again, AJ, I did make a reaction video.
Maybe hold on, I'm talking with Shiny Evolution about these people who are being negative toward them.
All right, I get you.
So,
Can continue on.
So if I would ask if you get that kind of behavior, toxic behavior on social media from the content you put out, I wonder what would happen if you didn't react with a meme with the intent to make fun of them.
The only thing is, I just
Would you see less? Would you see less of their reactions? I wonder.
Possibly, it's gonna be less reactions.
You think it would be less reactions?
Yeah. The only thing is,
I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that, man.
Yeah.
Ronnie D had a lot of problems with people who were toxic with him. Remember back in the first days, the first year we met online with Ruby King, Ronnie D, and you shared a lot of stuff with me during that the later half of that first year and through your second year about how you were, especially when you were beating all of us at our own game, climbing to 3.5 and 3.6K. Man, you really showed me and Ruby King that you got what it takes. It's like blew us out of the water, bro. And you had some troubles with certain individuals and certain toxic haters, right?
Yeah, that kid who I kind of don't want to mention.
That was a kid, huh? Yeah, that was a child.
Well, he wasn't a kid. He was more a high schooler.
Doesn't matter. He was being childish behavior. He was exhibiting childish behavior, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then even to this day, there's still oftentimes you'll have some of his fans, I guess you would say.
How long? Right. How
come
long
over
ago
here
has it...
who will come over here complaining about him and how he does things. And I sometimes I still listen to them and hear what they have to say, but I don't overindulge when I understand or react or give the response that either they want, or I tell them that, well, it is what it is, and if you continue supporting that dude, then you obviously don't feel you just want me to hear you complain, or you want me to say something, react to him. But I'm not going to feed him that. But I'm not going to fully feed him that, so I'm not going to give the reaction that you probably want. But I'm still going to get on Kelsey and give you advice on it. If
Yeah.
you could
So
truly,
you either don't react the way they would expect you to, or you just don't give them attention at all, huh?
both in a way, both.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
But
it's-
I feel
See?
like I what I do is that I say I feel bad that you to hear that, but hey, you still supporting him, you're still watching his content, so
yeah.
obviously he ain't that bad.
And
Now
Right,
at
and
first
so
it took
okay.
me
and
a while to
that's the example that's what I've been trying to point out about some of the stuff that I've, as I've talked. And I'm just thinking to myself, because you know exactly who I'm talking about.
And
No
yeah.
name has to be said. And I'm just like, when is the last time you or I brought that person up?
And
Ruby King, because I remember he beefed with Ruby King about it.
Yeah, eventually,
Ruby King did
because you
mention
stopped
that.
giving him attention. There was a point that after you and I had talked for so long about it that he wasn't getting the attention he wanted from you, so he went and sought it out from one of your pals.
he went to Ruby King. I remembered that before.
Yeah. Guess who he never came to?
Here's the joke about it. Ruby King benefited more from that than he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ruby King got some numbers off that. I'll grant you that. But who did he not get any numbers, or who did he approach but never got? Like, I remember only seeing him like once or twice ever on any of my streams.
I mean, if he approached
but
me,
I
when
may
he
never
beefed with
have
me,
gotten-
he didn't really
I
gain
may not-
anything.
Right, I may not have ever gotten
Yep.
a bunch of numbers off him or anything, but yeah, when he realized he couldn't get the attention he wanted from me, he never showed his face around me. That's what I'll say.
Why
That
was
he
he trying to
basically
get
never
so
showed
much
his face
attention in
around
the
me.
first place?
And to be honest, he's no threat to me, to be honest, since I know he's kind of bit like he knows he has some respect to me, to be honest.
But anyways, yeah, AJ, look, man, I didn't actually know you were talking for a second though, so I thought you were finished at first. I didn't even know you were talking, so my bad on that again.
Yeah, and besides,
I
I know
gotta
the way
look at
I know the last time he did like interact to me, message me over, like he made a parody video of Ruby King. It's kind of cringe in a way. It's like they use a
It
picture.
was so cringe the way he
A lot of his
acted.
content was cringe. Let's keep it real.
Right.
He even tracked me down
Isn't-
too.
Isn't grifting the kind of grifting that you've been talking about, Ronnie D? Isn't that cringe?
Wait a minute now. Now you can't really
Isn't
touch the
toxicity? Yeah, isn't toxicity cringe?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't call him a grifter because like the content he made was not enough to probably be considered grifting.
But that's what, if he were successful, would he not have been like them?
And here's the thing.
Yeah,
thing,
I guess.
Right?
Well,
you gotta
It
put
was like
perspective.
it's like a
perspective,
larva
though.
metamorphosing into a moth or something.
But you gotta put in perspective though. I was much smaller than him when we were beefing, and I was still basically winning in a sense. But
Right?
as I got bigger than him, and I think he's still trying to do catch up because he's still behind me.
Also,
Yeah, he's doing catch up.
Well,
also,
Right, but the point is that
I
you
ranked
weren't
him
giving
bad.
him the attention he wanted, and so he eventually went and sought it elsewhere, which only because what he, by doing that, it benefited you in the long run. And then he tried doing it with Ruby King, and it didn't go the way he wanted.
yeah.
well,
So
well,
he went
anyways,
rogue, right?
well,
He went
AJ,
rogue.
AJ, I just want to say this right now. I didn't actually expect you to agree with Shiny on that point that he just made. I was just like, I was confused. Like, I thought you would have explained it what point you had.
The point is, people need to just realize is like, the point is like people need to stop wasting their time. And here's the thing: what they're hate following or hate watching. That's the thing.
Yes, there you go.
Yep.
So actually,
That's
Shiny
what
made a
it
good
is.
point then. So Shiny made a good point then.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I've been trying. That's what I've been leading into is that people grift, people pretend to be red pills because they know it's going to get the hate follows. It's going to get the hate watchers. There are people who watch and follow content creators simply because they hate them. And some people know that kind of audience exists. If you know you can get attention from certain people, then you can make money off them. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing with social media. Essentially, that's kind of what we're doing here. We're
That's
not
so
really
easy.
speaking
Well, let's-
favorably of these grifters.
That is so fucking easy. Like that's
And
pretty
people
easy.
will come. There will be people who are interested in this kind of topic genuinely, and we are genuine with what we're discussing. We're not really. Our goal is not to grift per se, but however,
we grind.
We can make money if we're big enough and we're monetized. We can make money off people's attention by doing what we're doing right now. That's the whole point of social media, like YouTube and Twitch and X and Facebook and those companies.
And here's the good thing about these.
They all know this. This is how cable television works.
Yeah.
And this is why advertising eventually became part of cable. Cable television, you pay for it. When it was first invented, there were no advertising. There were no commercials on cable television when it first started. That came gradually. Hulu did not have commercials.
Yeah.
When it was originally free. But then those companies started offering wads of cash.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. That's how it would. That's what I was taught. What I tried explaining with Ruby King and Ronnie D when I first met them during some of our first streams is that the revolution is here. We have everybody is in a frenzy, and it's a big thing. It's part of what the VTuber craze is, that there are audience groups out there who are willing to give and sell their attention. It's all a matter of what kind of content you want to put out to get, because you need a wide. It's like fishing. It's like fishing. You got to cast a wide net, especially if it's a specific type of fish you're trying to catch, because fish always swim in schools.
Of course.
Sharks are known to do it too. Sharks, if you want to compare sharks to grifters, they swim in schools too. They're fish.
Yeah.
I mean, fish swim in usually water everywhere, so that's
And
well, no, it's not. Well, I'm trying to explain, pattern and group behavior. It's how, with the whole concept of attention is that, like Ronnie D is talking about these grifters, that aren't being held accountable on social media. Like, they know what they're doing.
And here's the thing, man.
He's speaking a lot of truth about how he sees it.
And here's the other problem, because with this hate watching and hate following,
yes,
it leads to normalization of gang stalking, just like what we see when they were gang stalking on Chris Chan, because of we all know about what Chris Chan did on the internet. Like
some of these content creators are doing things that people are like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be stalking people. You shouldn't be doxing people. Like I think in one of your conversations, Ronnie D, you had brought up Sniper Wolf.
Yeah.
Sniper Wolf.
It's basically
the whole Sniper Wolf thing, right, Ronnie?
I remember him. Isn't he still around?
He.
He's the one that was on my brother's Digimon stream. Sniper Wolf.
No. I wish though.
Well, the Sniper Wolf situation, she got caught in trouble for it, but the point is,
right. So these toxic.
If you want to call it trouble, because that ain't really that ain't really punishing what she got. She pretty much got off light.
Yeah, exactly. Because she was, because the whole feminism thing, with toxicity shit going on with these.
And she's an attractive female. Despite being a 30, she's an attractive female, and she got a lot of simp followers.
Yeah,
she's a bitch.
Really? How many followers she has?
She's got an audience. Yeah, she's got an audience.
She got 34.2 million subscribers.
Yeah.
She's getting a lot of attention, ain't she?
Damn.
Yeah, I think she makes views in a million, but now her views are in the thousands, hundreds of thousands now.
Right. So we're saying that she's gained more views since.
No, she went from getting millions of views to hundreds of thousands of views.
Oh, she dropped. Okay, well that's good. So she's getting less attention, but she's still getting enough attention that she can live off it or do whatever she wants with it, right?
And here's the thing,
well, people must have known what she did, so that's why they dropped.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not good.
Well, yeah, not good for
They're trying
her.
to get more views.
But it's a good thing
anyway.
if you're not into that kind of content or you don't support that kind of behavior from a content creator. It's like, what the fuck? You know, it really is mind-bogglingly fucked up that someone would encourage and advocate via their example, by how they behave IRL, and dox somebody like that. You know, that's an emotional response. It's not the kind of behavior an adult would engage in, who wouldn't want that done to themselves. That's why people stop giving her attention, because they obviously don't agree with doxing content creators.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. All I gotta say to Ronald is this: keep grinding. Gotta keep grinding.
Right.
That's what I gotta say to you, Ronald.
That's the difference between grind. Yeah, you're right. There's a difference between grinding and grifting.
I'm always grinding. That's the thing.
I know. I'm just giving you a good positive like message. I'm just giving you a positive message.
Hey, thank you, by the way. But yeah,
you're welcome.
I do
that's what friends do.
done.
That's what friends do.
I think
Yeah,
with the idea,
done.
right,
Mhm.
and with the idea of toxicity, we could transition into the idea, because again, grinding versus grifting. So obviously, Ronnie D with these streams on about accountability on social media, I wonder if he's trying to get at, you know, basically telling, you know, having us all recognize, you know, he and Fire Devil and Shiny and me, you know, and viewers who might be attending, that a lot of us can recognize what grifting is, right?
Yeah.
Right. I can try to listen.
So transition that over to the opposite end. Let's, you know, why not give attention to the examples of what grinding is? You know, putting in that honest work, right?
But yeah, Ronald, I
So
will say,
Ronnie D, since it's your stream,
Hold on, Fire.
what can you give one example of someone you recognize as grinding honestly rather than grifting?
Amongst us, or in general, or somebody who I watch.
Of someone who you follow, someone who is like you know, you mentioned that certain content creators beforehand had inspired you to start this kind of topic or discussion. So then, what content creators do you follow that give you the inspirational example of what grinding honestly is?
Okay, for starters, Auburn Preach, mediocre reviews and tutorials, who was a former Red Pill content creator, but he's one of the own good ones. And after seeing the how
what do you mean former Red Pill? What do you mean by former Red Pill?
He left Red Pill because he saw what a cesspool it was coming and how many grifters was in the
Let me ask.
So
then, is he blue pilled then?
No, he just.
So he's neither.
No. What I'm trying to say is that he still talks about the same his own. He keeps it on. Keeps it real. Basically, his type of Red Pill was basically reactions type of Red Pill content. He reacts to stuff and calls it out for what it is, and gives a detailed and thorough and very well spoken breakdown. You will also love him too.
Okay, so he's not blue pill. He's not blue pill, and at the same time, he is not red pill, is what you're saying.
No longer Red Pill, because he used to talk more from a Red Pill point of view.
Okay. So
but
if he's
then
neither,
again,
then yes, you're right. I might be interested in him. So that's two you've got that you need to send me links for, bro.
Yeah. Well, one thing is that he started out as Red Pill, but then gradually evolved into something of his own.
Yes, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I was just like, is he saying what I think he's saying? That he's okay. I want to know more.
And then there's O'Shea Duke Jackson.
O'Shea.
He started out as Red Pill as well, but left as well, and evolved into his own content creator, which gives detail. But he's also very pro-black, which also why I like it too. And he breaks down things from a very sensible and well-detailed point of view. And one thing is that
it's different than the other guy. It's not identical with the other guy. It's his own flavor, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That these two guys have their own flavors. They can still. You are saying that for you, they're still distinct.
Yeah, and
Okay.
unique. And see,
Okay.
his is more, but his doing more on the comedic side too. You will enjoy
Okay.
it in the sense that you still get a detailed explanation, but in a very entertaining and very fine on comedic way too. Whereas
That
mediocre
sounds
tutorial
nice.
delivers his in a more serious but more professional way. O'Shea delivers his in a more comedic and entertainment way, but still gets to the point.
Okay.
And his rhetoric is more on the is in the black sector.
Okay.
And
And
see,
they
here's
get
the
a
thing
lot
though,
of views. They got a lot of subscribers and
pro-black,
followers.
huh?
They get a lot of views. They got a lot of followers and subscribers.
Yeah. O'Shea
Okay.
Jackson has recently has 2 channels that are in 100 that are past 100,000. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Both of them are my favorite
Okay.
channels to follow.
Oh,
So
that's
I
good.
like where this discussion is going.
And I'm gonna be honest, with all the grifting going on, remember back in 2020 when they were trying to enforce, be safe at home, then 2021 they'd say, take the needle situation.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And the point is, you can't force people to do all this stuff. Like, let people have their choices.
Yeah.
Most things that I remember on Netflix is that Netflix created a very fucking disgusting film, and it's gotten really bad. That Netflix has gotten pretty much woke.
Well, that's no
All I can-
surprise.
That's what I
back
can
to what
remember.
Okay. So back to what you were talking about, Ronnie D. We've been discussing, positive examples of content creation, people who grind rather than grift.
Yeah. I still got others. I still got others that break pop up. Hold on. I already said O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Yeah.
There's also who else? Oh yeah, Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
50. I forgot what his channel is called, 50/50. But other channels react to him. But what I love Corey Holcomb's channel because he really tells how it is, and he really goes in on your ass when he tells how it is about you.
So these last couple.
And see, here's the thing about Corey Holcomb is that he is on. He actually is on. He's been on TV. He's been on Wild 'N Out. He's been on Black Jesus. And he's been on the shows and movies.
God, Black Jesus.
And he's a comedian.
Okay.
And he's a comedian. So he's kind of been sort of in the mainstream kind of stuff.
Social media? Like did he started on the internet?
No, he started in comedy. And on TV and stuff like that before he became social media.
His comedy, did he start his comedy on the internet or was he already on television before he started?
No, he's one of the classic traditional comedians.
Okay.
He's one of the classic traditional ones. He didn't start on internet.
Okay.
Also, Ronald, since I gave you good luck and I gave you a positive message, you'd give me a positive message too, right?
Huh?
Since I gave you a positive message on grinding content, I'm pretty sure you do the same for me too, right? Since we're buddies.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
So
Thanks,
these last 3 content creators that you've been talking about as good examples of grinding honestly as content creators, they seem to share a similar theme or type of content that I've noticed between them.
Well, he never was Corey Holcomb was never a red pill.
Right. That's
okay. He just a very honest, straightforward dude. And funny.
Right. I just mean it sounds like, I wonder, because I've never heard of him before, so thank you for sharing. It sounds like the way they make their videos or their content seems to be somewhat similar.
You can say that in a sense, but have their own unique flavor. Let's put it like that.
Right. Of course, they're individual. It's just like, yeah, that's pretty cool that you dig those type of channels. Because the first 2 guys you had mentioned seem to be presenting information or content in a way that I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense here and there. But like you said, one does it in one way, and the other does it in a comedic way.
Yeah.
So basically, they're doing things in their own style, obviously.
Yep.
But you're. I wonder. I'm like, okay, so like for the first two guys you were talking about just now, would you watch a video about the same exact topic if it were made by each of them in their own unique way?
But I watch a video. It was made with both of them.
It's this. If it's the same topic, but they both do their own individual video in their own unique style, like we talked.
I have.
So you have. Okay, so they both talk about. I get you. I've got channels and videos of people and stuff do a similar thing, and they all they'll present it in one way. I get where you're coming from now. So I'm like, okay, I think I understand why what makes you like the way these three guys are presenting themselves from.
And say and another one called Pink Book Lessons. Now, this is a black woman creator who speaks in a more towards in the red pill space, but I don't think she's red pill, but she does call out in her way. She has her own flavor as well. She's a woman speaking on 3 or 4 behavior, basically bad female behavior, and sometimes she'll call out men too.
Right.
But so mostly specializes in calling out women. So she's a woman calling out women.
Yeah.
And does it in a very professional and very entertaining and straightforward way.
Yeah.
So she was never. So you're telling me she was never you wouldn't think of her as ever being red pill, but again,
her style is very red pill. I never heard her say red pill. Okay. I never heard her say she's red pill, but I can derive that I can see that from her way she goes about it, her style, and the way how she calls out the behavior of a lot of women.
Yeah,
I think maybe you've mentioned this before. It sounds kind of familiar. Would you qualify her as blue pill then?
No.
Sounds interesting.
Like,
I'm noticing.
I just love consuming her content because when she gives her,
I bet you like consuming her content.
Because when she gets her 2 cents on these women and the behavior of these women, she be round the ball and she calls it how it is. And I love how she's so straightforward and tells it how it is. No ifs or buts, no black or white, there's no gray in between. She just tells how it is.
Yeah.
She is a bold woman.
She's a woman calling out. And see, I think she is red pill, but she doesn't call herself that. She just calls her Pink Book Lessons. So she's a woman red pillar.
Yeah.
She is a bold woman.
She doesn't call it. If she's not calling herself red pill, then maybe she's not red pill.
Nope.
Sounds like my kind of woman.
Yeah.
But if you can find her better.
That's the kind of. I bet you really dig it, don't you?
Yes.
Can you find her?
That's so refreshing to hear. Other than a man calling, because when men call out women, it says, it's more that their way of countering that is that, you hate women, you're sexist, you're misogynist. But see, when it's a woman calling you out, you can't throw that word out. You can't throw that misogynist out. You can't throw that sexist out because it's your own gender calling you out. That's not a man.
Yeah.
So in a way, that kind of kills the narrative of what they own, the tags they use when men call them out. When it's a woman calling them out.
Right. Hey, you want to switch? You want to switch gears real quick, Ronnie D? That makes me think of something that I saw on social media.
Go for it.
So, Ronnie D, you got yourself a gal. All right. What's one of those, like, if giving a woman flowers randomly on any day of the week or month is considered a small romantic or even just platonic kind of gesture between a man and his woman, whether they're married or they're dating, what would you equate for a man? Like, would it be you guys are standing in line and she scratches you on the back, or she says something to you when you get home from work? What would be that kind of thing? And like, for you, if it were like similar to a man giving his woman flowers or something along those lines, what would that kind of small gesture be for you?
Not really know too much because I'm single and I don't.
You haven't had a lot of relationships in the past.
No, not like that. No. It's about the time
Now,
you got to high school,
if
bro.
you did though, right?
I
Imagine
had
that
a
if you
few,
did,
but
Ronnie
not
D.
many where they
What
last that
would-
long.
Right. But what would you be like? Hey, she did this for me. What kind of gesture would for you be the equivalent of a man giving his girl a bouquet of flowers?
Nowadays, women look at that as cheesy or just corny.
Right. It's not,
Well,
as,
that's
it's not
corny.
as
Especially if
original
you're talking
or
about the black community,
individual.
bro. Especially if you're talking about the
Right.
black community.
Well, like for example, on Valentine's Day, it's conventional for guys to give their lady interest a bouquet of flowers and or chocolates. So a lot of people are like,
Boy, has that
well, that
died.
would, well, a lot of people are like, well, that kind of gesture shouldn't just be on Valentine's Day. A lot of women actually do enjoy those type of gestures on any day of the week. Like when it's just unexpected or uncalled for, it's considered, more impressing in some regards.
Oh yeah.
That kind of gesture, what would be the equivalent for you, Ronnie D? There was on social media sites people posting these memes or question about, oh, hey, what is for guys the equivalent of women getting this from a guy? It's like, and some guys were like, oh yeah, just saying something very considerate when he gets home, or he's not feeling well and getting encouraging words, or like somebody actually put getting a scratch on my back while standing in line. I was like, that actually, I do remember hearing in the past that guys like it when a woman scratches their back. And I was like, well, that's interesting. So the question for you gentlemen is, what would be the
I wouldn't know.
for you?
I wouldn't
so
know.
what you guys are talking about?
Something to think about, huh, Ronnie D?
Yeah, because I've never really I never had that kind of love before by any woman, really, to be fair.
Yeah. So if you were to offer that kind of love to a woman, what kind of small gesture would you do that you would be like, this is how I can show her how much I appreciate her?
Well, see, what I've learned is that you can't. When you go out on showering one with love like that and expecting nothing in return, or showing her that she doesn't have to prove anything to be there, then in a way, you're showing weakness and you're enabling future bad behavior. If a woman doesn't have to prove herself to be with you or be in your presence or have to add value to you, then you are basically inviting bad behavior and toxicity. Because
that's not right. I get where you're coming from, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm talking about when you've already proven and she's already proven, right? Where the proving doesn't have to happen anymore because they're doing it. You're already acting upon that proof. And that's what I mean about this thing on social media about men and women in relationships. Like, oh, women like it when a guy gives her flowers unexpectedly, just randomly on any day of the week. So for guys, what's the question that the person that posted on this social media site was like, well, what's the equivalent for guys? Oh, a scratch on the back, or a kind word or considerate word when getting home from work, or when he's feeling sick, or something that shows him she's got his back, in a sense. Guys do, things for guys to do with women would be like, again, giving flowers, giving candy on a special day, or telling her something sweet, or whatever, right? Romantic shit. When you're at that point, the woman's already proven you're not encouraging bad behavior because she's acting on good behavior. We're talking about a positive thing, not encouraging someone who's spoiled to not mature. We're talking about a woman who is mature. We're talking about a man like you who's already mature, and you both are already proven and agreed that, hey, we've got each other's back, right?
Right.
And you know what you're doing.
What about you guys? Fire Devil, Shiny, Stefan, Noctis. We're off topic for the moment, but
yeah,
if a guy giving a woman flowers randomly as a way to show appreciation, what would be the equivalent for any you.
Well, if I was dating a girl, I would be careful and not be abused or used by her. Because if I find out that she's a different type of woman, then we're through.
No, man, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, oh, hey, you gave your girlfriend flowers for her birthday.
Yeah.
She really appreciates it. She likes these types of flowers. You know what she likes. You got her something to show that, hey, I thought of you today because today's your birthday. Here's a flower. Oh, whatever, or if maybe not even her birthday, just any random day, you got her something that you knew she would like, and that would show her, hey, he cares about me. He thinks about me. He knows. What would be the equivalent if she did the same for you? What would you look forward to or appreciate from her? Obviously, it's not like a guy can't say, oh, hey, thank you. My girlfriend gave me flowers. Like, I mean, why not?
Well, there's other
But
than
if you don't
other
want
than
flowers,
stuff
what would be cool? But like, oh, she got me this, or she did that while we're out and about town or something.
well, women don't technically buy guys flowers. There's something else they can buy. I know you may not like it, but it's the only thing they can think
buying
of.
flowers for their man. No one's stopping a woman from buying a flower for her man. No one's stopping it.
Okay, well, let's
There's
see
no
this.
law against it.
Hold on, AJ. It's this. You take your girlfriend out to eat. You like what you always eat and everything. If a girl surprises you and comes visit you to your place, you bring you your favorite food.
Right?
That's appreciative. She always get your favorite food of what you like to eat.
There you go. Yes, exactly. Why wouldn't you appreciate that kind of gesture? That's what I'm getting at.
I'm just listening. I'm just agreeing with your points right there.
I mean, there's
A girl will always appreciate
and
that she got your favorite
we are
food.
agreeing, aren't we, Fire Devil? There is a lot to
Well,
agree
I have no
about what
opinion
people
there, guys,
appreciate, isn't there?
Well, of course, man. Of course, we're agreeing, man. Why wouldn't we be agreeing?
That's what I'm saying, right, Ronnie D?
Like take this.
Do you feel the energy in the chat now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I knew I brought in a good idea. Like, take this. Big bro. Your girlfriend comes to the house to spend time with you and bring your favorite food. Chinese food.
Look at you guys.
Accept
See,
that, right?
it took me a while, but you guys feel it, don't you? There's more to enjoy when it's something you appreciate, right?
There's more to life than sex.
That's not what I mean, man.
Exactly.
I mean, you can still get just as much energy if you do appreciate and enjoy sex. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, that's some really good shit right there. Not gonna lie.
Fucking yes. I wouldn't you had a point. There's more than just sex and everything, because sex. Sometimes when people, have sex to get the frustration out, it ain't love. It's lust.
Guys.
No, that's the.
Guys.
You got nothing wrong in what you said there. It's just that's not the point either. Eventually, it's like you can have a healthy relationship and a healthy sex life. It's just having the maturity to understanding willpower and control and respect for each other.
Well, AJ, I was agreeing with your point, so that's why I said that, guys. I was just agreeing with your point, man.
No, I was responding into what Stefan had said.
Oh, I
know. You do got a point and everything. Sex is not a game and everything.
But about what I said though, AJ, about there's more to life than sex. That's the point that I was agreeing with you on.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing I was agreeing with you on, man.
Really, the flesh is the whole point of life to begin with. There's more beyond the flesh. Eventually, everyone will get there. It's just that if you're here, you might as well enjoy it, and you can enjoy it responsibly.
Well,
there is like in everything in life, like with some of the things Ronnie D had brought up during the start of the stream, is that like with those kids seeing this red pill content and stuff like that, and some of these. Like one creator example going, oh, hey, that's not what I was trying to get across, or that's not what I expected my viewers to take from it, is that, like anything in life.
Well, AJ,
Is
did
that
you?
you can use it, and you can potentially abuse it. It's knowing what the line is, and having the will to hold yourself accountable in not abusing it, because that's the thing about content creation, like Ronnie D has given examples of with all those grifters he brought up, is that they are abusing social media. And so he started this whole series about holding those kind of content creators and those kind of people on social media accountable for their behavior. And like I mentioned, is that they intentionally put out bullshit, and they intentionally act out and engage in bad behavior on social media, knowing it can get them attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, but AJ, did you even understand what I meant though? You did. I'm pretty sure, right? Did you even understand what I said before? You understand what I meant, right?
Come on, bro.
Well, wait, you mean like there's more to life than sex, but I agree with everything you said though. You have good points, I must say. Yeah,
I wasn't disagreeing with anything you say or said in that regard. I was saying that there is another. I was trying to imply or get that there is another step above it. There's a different, as I just mentioned, there is a difference between using or enjoying and engaging in a certain activity versus abusing that engagement or activity. Like with toxicity, like with being accountable on social media, there is a difference between, trying to engage or interact on social media in one way and then being abusive in another. Like
that's actually a good point,
type something on Reddit or Twitter or YouTube, the choice of words you use, people know. And whether it's subconscious or conscious, they know that what they're saying or putting out can or cannot, it could or could be used or abused in certain ways. And there are content creators now who are out there, some of us that we follow, even to this day in the anime community, who use, they may not abuse other people, but they certainly do use what other people post on certain platforms in order to, get views and essentially get attention.
Yeah.
Which ultimately, at the end of that road, leads to, gaining revenue.
You sure are putting it bluntly right there.
It's
well,
you
did mention
that complicated and unnuanced rather than blunt.
Well, I mean, you're speaking facts. I mean, you're speaking the truth right there.
Definitely.
So
I always wonder about that.
So I mean, AJ, I got to give you props for that, for at least agreeing with what I said in your points as well.
So you agree with what I was saying?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, man.
Okay.
AJ,
wait, hold
on a second.
AJ, you thought I didn't agree with what you were saying?
Huh?
AJ, you thought I didn't agree with what you're saying?
No.
AJ, I think he's talking to you.
Oh.
I only asked in order to confirm.
Well, okay, yes, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, we're friends here, so yeah.
Anyway, getting it back on topic, we were all talking about, and the energy got really elevated. No, the energy got really elevated because we were all in agreement about the things we appreciate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I came up with the point. I said that if a your favorite food, that's appreciated.
Right. So what I'm getting at is that as content creators, with the whole idea of being accountable on social media, is that if we were all betting men, then I'm sure that you all would find more success and happiness by creating content that had to do or had any connection with things you all appreciate.
Yeah.
I try to
bet
make content as always.
I bet you guys will see miracles beyond your wildest dreams in regards to the things you would not want to see or have an experience with as you grow as content creators, especially in regards to what Shiny Eevee was saying earlier about people who come at him negatively about what kind of content he puts out.
Yeah,
I think some of his experience is something that we can all
agree.
Honest, guys.
kind of learn from.
I do actually make content, but I'm still planning on making my content again from 2022 and 2023 ish, since I made content back then.
Yeah, take your time with it, man. Nobody's rushing you. Yeah. You do it the way you want to do it when you're able to get to it.
That's right.
Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah,
that's right. I agree.
Don't put the pressure. If you want to say now, I'll tell you this though. You will be able to accomplish what you would like to if you set an actual goal for yourself. Like if you give yourself a deadline kind of thing. You start putting things out at a certain time. You will only amaze yourself with what you can do by achieving such a goal. It doesn't have to be short term. It doesn't have to be long term. It can be whatever length of time you want to set that goal for, and you will notice a difference.
Well, yeah, that's basically good. So, but yeah,
don't put yourself under too much pressure if you don't feel comfortable, with what kind of goal or time frame you give yourself. If you can meet it, you will meet it, and if it takes you an extra week or an extra day, don't beat yourself up over it. Take as much time as you need to do what you want to do with your content creation.
True.
Well, yeah. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing though, because there are times where I don't with my content creation. I'm only speaking from what I've learned and experienced myself as a regular YouTube user until the whole streaming thing finally started taking off on YouTube. And then I was like, maybe if I do this, if I do that. So I've learned a lot of things as I go. So yeah.
And that's all you can do is learn as you go.
And
exactly, Ronnie. Thank you.
And don't forget
that's how I got this far.
Yeah, you probably. I mean, shit. I do a lot, and I couldn't even get it into practice yet before I even met you, man.
Here, guys.
I'm pretty sure when you met me, I knew less than what you or Ruby King did. I was mostly winging it, bro.
For me, back then, I was like, I joined YouTube.
I think you're all doing a good job.
Yeah, thanks. I first joined YouTube in 2016.
I think you're doing a great job too.
Thanks.
You're doing a good job, Ronald, yourself, and you too, AJ.
Thanks. So
I've been making some videos myself as well. I don't know if y'all been checking it out lately.
But sometimes it's just my problems. It's just my personality. It's just myself. So sometimes I'm a bit sensitive because I don't know what I'm doing is wrong. Because sometimes I just feel like I just feel the need to apologize because maybe I feel like I've actually may have done something wrong. So maybe I should feel accountable because that's a part of the stream because it's called accountability on social media and just me being accountable. So yeah.
Well, that really isn't really you being held accountable for anything because you've got nothing to apologize for. You've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
you are, from my perspective, based on what you just said, you are choosing to feel the need to apologize.
But
for things that you don't need to apologize for.
Yeah,
it's okay to choose to feel that. It does not necessarily mean that you have to apologize when you have done nothing wrong. If you feel that way, it's just a matter of reading the air, as the Japanese might say.
Yeah, but can I just say something real quick? So the only reason I chose to apologize is because I kind of interrupted you when I didn't mean to because I didn't know you were talking still. So you actually kind of made me feel like I feel like I may have done something wrong for a minute, but I'm not trying to blame you, but I'm just like thinking like maybe I should have just let him talk, because I didn't even know you were talking, because maybe I thought you were finished or something like that. So that was my fault there. That was
like the Buddhist proverb goes about the two monks who crossed the river and helped the woman across the river, and the younger monk berated the older monk after a mile of walking, was like, why did you? And the older monk is like, you're still thinking about that after all this time? It's okay, bro. You did. That's what I'm trying to say is you've done nothing wrong. Yeah. You don't have to keep thinking about that. It's in the past.
I mean, we're friends here.
And when it comes to yes, you're the one who's been saying it. So when it comes to your content creation and having to feel like you apologize for something that you've done, you don't have to apologize. I mean, you're basically apologizing for something you want to do, and there's nothing wrong with doing what you do. Right, I get you. Is that if you're wanting to put out content, why are you apologizing for putting out content?
It's not content.
So if you know you've done nothing wrong with the video or the post or tweet you're putting out, and you're just trying to create something and engage with somebody or an audience on your channel, you're trying to create a YouTube channel, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize if someone doesn't like what you put out. There are a lot of toxic people and abusive people on there who will downvote as many of your videos as you can because they don't like you as an individual, and that will happen.
Well, I'm sorry.
It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. And in fact, you could have done something that wasn't wrong at all, and they are overreacting and being abusive because they are inconsiderate and don't have manners. But if you're just creating a YouTube channel and you're just trying to do things that you enjoy doing, and it doesn't hurt anyone at all, you should not apologize.
But another thing I want to let off my chest, though. So it's just that I just didn't like what you said at first. Maybe I'm just taking it a bit seriously, but I just kind of felt bad for whatever reason. I just didn't like what you said at first because it just kind of made me feel bad.
There was a reason. You chose to feel bad. Why did you choose to feel bad?
Oh, I don't know, because I just didn't want. Yeah. I just didn't want to make you upset. It's because.
Well, what made you think that you were making me upset?
Well, because of me interrupting you in a way because I didn't know you were talking.
Okay.
And also because of the way you said, "Hold on, man, I'm talking."
I'm trying to follow you here. Let me ask a question. So you think that you interrupted me?
Well, yes, because I didn't know you were talking.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Why didn't you think I was talking? You didn't hear me?
No, because I didn't know you were actually going to talk before I was going to say something.
Okay. And that's understandable.
But
there is a delay with our audio because we are, some of it we're streaming or we're using Discord or we're using StreamYard.
StreamYard. Yeah.
Yes. So we have to read the air and take certain things like that in consideration, that depending on our internet connection, because some of us may have a good connection, some of us may have a bad connection, that there may be a delay.
That's me, actually, because my connection goes bad at times.
Mine does too. Mine's not the best either. And it costs a fucking lot just to have this quality of connection, and that's okay.
Yeah, but the thing
is...
So
it's something to consider about, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, AJ, the reason why I've been thinking that is because what you said, it actually kind of hurt me a bit. So I just kind of felt a bit hurt. I don't know.
Okay, why did you feel hurt?
Because I feel like maybe you were going a bit hard or something. But because usually, let me just explain this first. But the reason why I usually ask people to at least apologize just so I can feel better and just make sure I don't do this stuff again and just and I can apologize back for what I said and for what I did as well.
Okay.
So yeah, like you can. I'd appreciate it if you want to apologize, then that's great. Thanks. If what you said kind of
so would it be genuine of me to apologize if you're asking for an apology?
well, because I just felt hurt about what you said at first, because I thought it sounded like you were going a bit hard. Is what I'm saying.
That's understandable. So why do you feel? I'm trying to get at why you choose to feel hurt. Why did you choose to feel hurt?
I don't know, because I thought I was having a good. Okay.
No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. That's what that's what I'm trying to say. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. You don't have to apologize for that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in understanding you by asking why you chose to feel hurt.
I didn't actually choose to feel hurt. It's just I just wanted
But
to
you
actually.
did.
But I just wanted to at least have a good start with my username and just make sure I don't feel anything wrong. But for some reason, for some reason, it's not working.
Can I interject something?
Oh, what's up?
Let me ask one last question. Did I say something about your username?
No. You didn't. You didn't actually.
Okay. So, what is it about your username? Are you feeling inconfident about it?
No, it's not the username. It's just I just want to have a start with my new start. So just to make sure it's nothing about my username. It's just I want.
Well,
I just want to
have
my.
Yeah, you did bring up your username. So I was just concerned that you didn't feel that changing your username was a good idea.
Well, no. It's not that. But whenever I do have a good start. Whenever I do have a good start, sometimes things like negativity and just sometimes when it comes to either my friends or anyone else being negative, it just kind of makes me feel a bit hurt and kind of feel bad at the same time. If I feel like maybe what they're saying is either hard or sometimes maybe it's just me. It's just maybe I've done something.
No, that's it's okay to feel what you feel. And it does not make it bad for choosing to feel the way you felt. It's okay, and it should only deserve respect for your choice. Remember, what you feel is what you choose to feel, and that's all I'm trying to understand is so I can empathize and get to the heart of this. Is that why are you choosing to feel these ways? Why did you choose to bring up your username if that has nothing to do with why you feel the way you do?
Well, it's not really because I wanted to bring that up because I thought that was actually a start of my new self. So
okay,
yeah,
I can get where you kind of coming from there.
Okay, so I just wanted to have a decent start is all. Just to make sure nothing happens.
Are you curious about my thoughts on your change of username?
No.
No. Okay.
So
well, if I may switch gears so we can get back to Ronnie D with his interjection, I would say that I thought it was cool that your name was Fire King X. When I first saw your name and first met you through YouTube, I thought that was cool.
Well, thanks, bro.
Well, because Ronnie D is the Dragon King, and I met him through Ruby King, and of course,
and I'm the anime dragon,
and through Japanese, I'm a Pirate King, because that's what Kaizokuo means, is Pirate King, just like Goldie Roger from One Piece. So the fact that you were Fire King, I thought was a really cool thing. Whoa. Yeah, what? We got Noctis King, right?
So let me get this.
Hey, don't forget about me either.
Right?
Say what?
So let me get this straight. You're a king, right?
A pirate king. That's why if you look at my thing here on StreamYard, it says VTuber, AMV editor, and your Kaizokuo. I'm your pirate king.
That makes sense. Yeah,
for me,
that definitely makes sense. I kind of like that.
Yeah, for me, it's more of the opposite of king. Actually, it's more like a demon lord or something like that with the word devil in my username. So the reason why I chose Fire Devil X is because I got bored of the name Fire King X. So I just got bored with the name.
Right. What if it was Fire Mayu?
that was
I kind of like my channel better too.
All right. So,
I would
Ronnie
call
D,
the
you had an
anime
interjection.
dragon. Thank my brother.
Wait, AJ, was that actually a joke when you said Mayu, Fire Mayu, or something like that?
Well, because Mayu is Japanese for Demon Lord.
Oh, well, I actually prefer the name either. Well, my name was Fire Demon X on Discord, so, well, yeah, but anyways,
Right, so
I just
a Demon King would be Mayu in Japanese.
Oh yeah, but I chose the English name because I kind of like the English name better. So yep.
All right. And Ronnie
yeah.
D, you had an interjection, yes?
Hold on.
Well, take your time. Shit.
My brother's gone. What happened?
It's my stream now. I'm taking over, bitches.
Oh, hell no. Wait, you can't take over. Remember, I'm Ronald's brother.
It's Kaizoku speaks here, motherfucker. Oh, shit.
Not yet.
Oh, no. I gotta go. Bye, guys.
You can't take over my brother's grave. He's the Dragon King and I'm the Dragon Prince.
You ain't taking over shit.
You can't take over my brother's grave. You can't take over his StreamYard. Not while the Dragon Prince is around.
Right.
I'm a prince too.
I can't believe you heard
I thought you were a king. I thought you were a king. You're both.
Anyways,
Fuck out of here. Taking my shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well,
don't worry, bro. I stopped him.
At the same time.
Don't worry, bro. I stopped him.
Well, anyways, AJ, about the conversation. So, I just wanted to at least know if you actually kind of felt a bit bad about what you were saying. So that's why I just wanted to at least know that I just don't want to feel insulted or just not insulted. I take that back. So I just don't want to feel a bit hurt about my feelings. Is all.
Okay, wait a minute.
Why would you feel hurt about your feelings being hurt when that was not what happened and there was no intent for that?
Well, I mean, anyways, it's just about what you said. It's just the way the tone of your voice kind of sounded like this when you said, "Hold on, man, I'm talking." And I thought it sounded harsh.
Okay.
I thought it just sounded
right.
Okay.
So so you've already acknowledged that you interrupted.
Yes, but I thought
Okay. So it's okay.
Now we're blue.
If you understand at the time, then just let it go. You don't have to obsess over it. No one's upset. There was no intent to hurt. If you know that interrupting a conversation or when someone is speaking is wrong,
by accident,
as I mentioned, like the Japanese say, read the air. You can let it go. We're all cool. We can all be friends, like you said.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what I would like to suggest so that we can give the floor to Ronnie D so he can keep us on track with accountability about social media or on social media, that is.
Oh, one more thing.
Hold on.
Okay.
I would like to take a moment to get myself some more water. And if anyone else wants to take a moment to stretch or get hydrated, we can also let our audience do the same as well.
All right. But can I just say one more thing before you leave?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just maybe assume that you didn't mean it. You just wanted to point that out. So maybe I just didn't know that you were talking.
Of course I meant it. Yeah, of course I meant it. You were interrupting. So it's like, hey man, give me a moment to finish. I'll give you your turn and let you finish. That's how an exchange works. Right?
Well, yeah, I just didn't want us to have. Don't want us to have any fights. Is all. I don't want us to fight.
No, there doesn't have to be any fights, and there won't be any fights. And we can always choose to feel differently about things. It's like, oh, I misunderstood that. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Cool?
Yeah. So this is
cool.
This is part of the subject of the stream, right?
we're just chilling out, man. So let's go ahead and take our breaks. Like I said, I'm going to get some water and stretch, okay?
All right, you go do that. You go do that.
Ronnie D, making sure the floor is back in your hands now.
Turn around now, and you can go home in one piece. But if you don't, just remember, going down this path was your choice.
Damn.
Something else.
Fire.
What's up?
I know what you've been saying a lot of things. I'm starting to understand you better and everything. Okay, that was impressive.
But anyway, Stefan, what were you saying?
I think I was starting to understand what you were telling AJ and everything. You didn't have the answer and everything, but you were confused. But ever since I've been in your stream chat and everything, I think I know why you feel that way and everything.
Yeah, because most of my days have just like people being negative and just like people just sometimes being a bit harsh on me on social media, and most of the time
that's what I mean.
Rarely,
what
sometimes
I know why you feel that way sometimes. You're sensible about your feelings. That's why you felt like you think AJ has a problem with you and everything, because you're sensible about your feelings.
No, he doesn't have a problem. He's just, maybe he's right. Maybe I'm just overthinking this too much. And
no, my husband can't join your
Ronald,
team. He's a bald fucking pussy. He's even a useless father to Marin.
Marin can join our team then. That's okay, right? You know how to do an RKO, Marin? If we have a baby on our team, another fighter will kill her by mistake and get disqualified. You cold motherfucker.
Is my baby in danger at this tournament?
No! We sense some real, hidden potential in Marin. Like when Gohan went crazy against Raditz. Or some shit like that.
Okay, that's fine then.
Alright!
You cold motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, hey Ronald.
You
I
had
want
to
tell
play
you
that
something.
just when I got back, damn you.
Goku, you cold motherfucker.
Okay. We all see all
that part go
What time is it?
Cooking turkey time!
Reach in there and pull it out.
What is this?
It's turkey dick.
Ew!
So if I wasn't mistaken, I was listening in on you motherfuckers talking about me behind my back, wasn't I?
No, we wasn't talking about your back, man. We were saying that Mike was sensible about his feelings.
Don't be lying to me, fool.
No, we're not lying, man. We just explained that Fire King X was sensible about his feelings.
My name though, so it's all cool.
Yes, we did mention your name, but it was nothing negative. We were just saying that Fire King X is sensible about his feelings, AJ. That's why he felt that way.
It's cool.
Yeah, AJ.
Man.
Yeah, I know, AJ.
I know you were
AJ.
talking negatively.
Johnny.
Yes, Papa.
Stealing boots?
No, Papa.
Telling lies?
No, Papa.
Oh God, you took the wrong son.
What is this? Some different generation?
Oh yeah. Anyways, Ronald, before I get to the point, Ronald. So AJ, yeah, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't dwell on that. You're right. I'm gonna take what you said. I'm gonna take your advice.
Yeah.
It's okay to overthink, dude. I do it all the time myself.
Oh yeah, and AJ,
it's just
AJ and yes,
it's
AJ,
just
I was. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Okay, AJ. I wasn't talking bad about you behind your back, but I was just saying like it's okay. Wait. Okay, I thought you said weren't. I assumed.
I knew you guys weren't. I was teasing you because I came back when you guys were mentioning my name, and Ronnie D, like within that second, started that video, and so I was just teasing you. I'm like, oh yeah, they're talking about me. I knew. I didn't think you guys. I was just teasing with you, man. I'm fucking around.
Yeah.
Read the.
Oh.
Yeah, he was fooling around. He does what Ronnie do all the time, where he tried to take over his stream yard.
Oh yeah, but anyways, Ronald, I do want to tell you something.
Shoot.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like the same time where I almost had a problem with what you said before. So yeah, that was me before that time. So even I did the same mistake that right now I just did right now. So yeah, but yeah, that was actually. But I'm not thinking it right now, but I'm just giving you a heads up that was the same mistake I did on the last stream.
Okay. What'd you do?
But yeah, so yeah, we're still cool though. But yeah, AJ, yeah, I'm gonna take your advice this time, so I'm gonna try not to overthink it too much. But yeah, but it's cool. It's okay to overthink, right? As you said.
You're doing nothing wrong. So
yeah,
it's just, be cool. You can let go of things. It's like, again, if you read the air and you're feeling, it comes up sometime after, and it's like, oh, hey, that was something that reminds me of how I felt just a moment ago.
Yeah.
You can go from there. But yeah, I do it myself all the time. I catch myself doing it all the time, overthinking on things.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to make you think. I'm sorry I had to make you talk about this.
There you do it again. Don't say, like Shiny Eevee. Yeah, right, Ronnie. So Shiny Eevee, he's been talking about how people respond negatively to his content creation. And
no, it's not.
Hold on. I know it's not that. I'm trying to make a comparison. Let me make a comparison. So he talks about how people will react negatively to his content, and then he reacts to their negativity, and it just becomes a repetitive cycle.
Morally,
and he acknowledged
I made.
Right. But you're reacting. It doesn't matter if it's a joke. The fact is that a joke is in reaction to their response. So he has acknowledged that if people were to not respond to that negativity, they might see less of it potentially. Yeah. So what that's switching gears on a perspective or how you interact. And what I'm trying in that, hold on, Shiny.
Right.
Hold on, Shiny. So in that comparison for you, Fire Devil, is, hey, instead of saying I'm sorry all the time about this or that, maybe look at things from an appreciation perspective. Instead of saying I'm sorry, say I appreciate such and such. Thank you for your patience with me. Thank you for your understanding. Instead of saying I'm sorry for misunderstanding or I'm sorry for not being patient enough. You don't have to apologize for things where you've done. It's you feel a certain way because we all feel a certain way because we choose to feel a certain way. It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. So you don't have to apologize for feeling something. You don't even have to say that you felt a certain way. You'd be like, "Oh, hey, I felt this. This person, I'm interacting with this person. What is it about them that I can appreciate?" And if you get the sense that someone may not be very patient with you, you can say, thank you for your patience. I would encourage you to try that in a certain, in a way that works best for you. Find the words to express that level of appreciation instead of having to apologize. Because again, you're not doing anything wrong that you need to apologize for. Read the air, listen to the context of the conversation, and then you'll be able to follow and go, oh, I didn't misunderstand, because you're not necessarily misunderstanding, and there's nothing wrong with how you're feeling. We're all just, you don't have to, basically, in a roundabout way, I can't seem to describe it well enough. It just boils down to is that you don't have to say you're sorry all the time. Okay?
Right. So if there's a thing I can say, okay, I was gonna say something. So, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, I need some time to think.
Take as much time as you need. Okay.
All right. Okay.
And if you want to jump in later, if you want to take a moment, I'll take a moment to back out myself. We let other people talk, and you're like, oh, hey, what's going on? You can jump in when you feel ready. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what accountability is all about.
And
wait,
there you go.
Well, there's one problem, guys.
Okay, now I remember actually.
All right.
There's one problem.
AJ, I remember what I was gonna say now.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I was thinking, I was almost on the perspective like maybe I wasted too much of the stream's time talking about off-topic stuff about my feelings. So, but I think that was not part of the subject.
Yo, EV.
Well, what matters is, and what you obviously can and would take away from this is that you notice that, yes?
Of course.
Okay. Hey, man, look, as I tell people who get on my case, like I get people when I say, hey, man, you're a little too close. Can I have my personal space? You know what the most likely reaction from those people are? They get upset at me as if I had offended them. I'm like, bitch, you're the one getting in my bubble. Maybe back the fuck up.
Oh man.
So
yeah.
So it's all good.
Yeah. So
they don't. What was it you said again? Repeat one more time for me.
Wait, what did I say before? Wasting too much of this time stream.
So so you noticed it as I've tried to speak with people, in social circumstances, is that if you're not learning, you're not growing, and that's one thing.
You're not earning.
Yes, and that's one thing as content creators, anyone of us or anyone who's, given us the time of their day could take away. Whether you're trying to monetize yourself on X, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or Reddit or Rumble or Kick or Twitch, wherever you're trying to monetize, as long as you're learning, then you will grow, whether it's as an individual or as a content creator.
So
right now, the one thing I appreciate is the fact that Ronnie D created this stream tonight that brought us all together and allowed all of us 5/6 individuals, because Noctis was here earlier, to co-create this reality together. Without all of us here, this would not be happening right now. The way it
we
is.
even express our problems here too,
right? Excuse me for a minute, but AJ, there's one problem though.
Where's the problem?
You guys can jump in anytime you want, but I technically can't. Remember, I'm a guest here. I can't jump in anytime I want and everything. Unless my brother brings in, I can't jump in like that.
But you're here. That's what
There you are. Y'all got in with your own free will, didn't y'all?
Didn't you?
No, I was here invited as a guest by my brother
I was invited as a guest by your brother.
on the StreamYard.
Yes, sir.
Oh wait.
So
wow,
thank
wow.
you, Ronnie D, for inviting all of us as guests on your stream today.
No
Thanks,
problem.
bro. You're a good friend.
Yeah.
Yep, he's a good brother.
Thank
And-
you.
and
Thank
also-
you for having set up this stream to where we could participate and create this content
And learn
together.
and learn too.
Mm-hmm. I wish
Don't
Ruby
forget
King
Ruby.
was in here though.
And yeah, Ronald, so Ronald, thanks for having me aboard. So yeah,
Glad you were aboard.
yeah, and I'm glad you actually commented on my videos and actually met me back then.
No problem,
The
buddy.
videos were awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Even with those girl
When- when
pictures
I
you
first-
put up.
when I first met Mr. Anime, I met Ronald after that, and when Ronald discovered me, I think that's what happened back then. When I first met Mr. Anime, Ronald met me.
Mr. Anime.
Mr. Anime
Yeah, Mr.
343.
Anime 343.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
I still never understood the beef that goes on between you and him and AJ, if there is any.
Right. There's a reason I
Oh.
don't air my. There's a reason I don't air my dirty laundry out in public, bro.
Wait.
Just let y'all. Oh wait, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, but Ronald, I actually remember what I was gonna say. So wait, what we actually talked about? This is actually part of the stream too.
You mean
what?
What we talked about with me and AJ? Like that
no? This happened to be something that coincide with the stream. You learning?
No, he's talking about me and Mr. Anime 343.
No. I'm actually talking about like the whole feelings, like the things like you don't have to apologize, just feel like that's part of the stream, right?
We've been
in a
around the whole
hindsight,
time.
in a hindsight, it's an expected lesson on accountability.
Oh,
So take it as a lesson of taking accountability whenever you're on social media, whenever you're on your stream.
Also, it's the other way around.
It's still accountability, but on social media.
Yeah, because
See how that
we're
works?
on social media. Yeah, we're on social media right now.
And you're being
I
held
think he's trying
accountable.
to ask you: is this part of broadcast stream trade? Part of YouTube?
John, it's not really social media. It's more really like a.
Well, either way, it's on YouTube and Twitch because I'm broadcasting it as part of my live stream.
The point is,
wait, who'll be the
social media is
co-host?
different.
What was that,
Who's gonna
Fire
be the
Devil?
Who's gonna be the co-host for Ronald's stream?
There is no co-host. He's hosting his own stream.
Oh,
yeah.
Because Anime Night 1992 has his own co-host, the Eagle Rider or Rosetta.
Okay.
She's a co-host for his streams.
You mean like a moderator?
A moderator, yeah. She's a moderator.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's really.
am a moderator on Ronald Dragon's channel, and he's a moderator on my stream.
And I'm a moderator.
All y'all
for him
moderators on my
because I'm his
channel.
brother.
So
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm Trey's moderator because I'm his brother.
Right. And what did
I'm
you say?
I'm a mod
moment ago,
too.
Evie?
I'm a mod too.
Yeah, we're all moderators. Ronnie D said.
Yeah. To be honest,
Shiny Evie,
like,
what did you say?
about what
Before a moment ago before the mod thing.
like about who co-hosted.
No, right before that.
I mean, I keep forgetting a little bit, so something to
Okay,
do
that's
with.
okay. That's
Wait,
okay.
who's
Yeah,
the
if
standard
you
moderator,
remember,
by the way?
Because I did, it was you
Yeah.
were talking, and then Fire Devil came in, and I came in right after him. So if you do remember later,
And
get us to pause so we can give you the attention
Mm.
to hear you out. Okay.
yeah, and here's the other thing I'm gonna say about the situation with like people trying to do is make content out of people they don't like. Well,
Okay.
here's the main problem: if they don't like them personally, why like post them or make videos about them?
Yes. It's because they know they can make money off it. That's the whole point of content creation. That's why there are certain anime YouTubers and certain content creators on YouTube I no longer follow because they did put out news. In a way, they were putting out news, but they were just covering what was on social media. Like, oh, these anti-anime fans, basically anime tourists, as people on Reddit call them. They're basically fake anime fans. They don't really actually like anime. They just get into it because it's the trendy, popular thing. And these are members of the woke crowd, and they're trying to cancel. They're bringing cancel culture into anime. It's basically a pro-censorship movement because anime has been fighting censorship in America since its beginning, ever since it came to America. Ever since I got into anime, it's been a constant fight against censorship, and this woke stuff has been the new vanguard. And so you see these anime haters or anti-anime fans or anime tourists coming in trying to undo the cultural references. They're trying to essentially Americanize and whitewash it.
Basically, they're becoming like the 4Kids they are.
Basically, they're trying to infiltrate and change.
It is, yes. He is. Yes,
infiltrate, take over, and change.
4Kids was a symptom. They weren't really part of the problem. If they had continued, if their existence had continued, then they would have become part of the problem. But they're defunct now.
And here's the thing: 4Kids is basically the patient zero.
Well, no, not really. But that's why. But all of that is why, if there was ever an anime gate, any real anime fan, I as an anime fan would be against it from day one. Just like the Kick Vic movement.
And here's the thing: that's
why I don't side with Comics Gate. That's why I don't side with any gate.
And
because it is an enemy.
And I'm gonna say this: this Kick Vic movement was a big distraction.
It was a distraction. It was not only a distraction; it was aimed at bringing cancel culture to infiltrate the anime community, the anime fandoms. It's not just one fandom. There are multiple fandoms within the anime community.
Yeah. Also, AJ, I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to understand me well.
And
thank you for taking the time to understand me.
And the point is, it's not just only a distraction; it's also part of the psyop. Which, here's the thing:
it is part of a psyop.
And here's the thing: Jamie Markey kind of used it in a way, and I could tell one thing for sure: Mars Girl and Jamie Markey has connections. And the thing is, here's the thing: they don't want people to catch on what she did with Dragon Maid in other animes.
Yes, there is. You are right that there is a psyop. That there are certain individuals who are acting in a way that is and or should be questionable. People should be really. They should be digging rabbit holes into why these individuals choose to do the things they have done. Because in hindsight, you will have 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
You can only have 20/20 vision by looking to the past. You see what people did, and you see what came as a consequence of those choices or decisions, and you'll be like, oh, well, if they benefited from it, then they were in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie Marchi and what's her name? I mean, I used to like her. I can't remember her name anymore. That's how much I don't like her anymore. Is that I can't remember who she was. Oh yeah, Monica Wendy Lee. Monica Rial. Not Wendy Lee. Sorry, Monica Rial. Yeah. Yeah, fuck her.
Yeah, I kind of lost trust of Monica. Like, she was on my side.
That's how much I care about her now as an anime fan in terms of the dub community. Is that I forgot who she was for a minute there.
And here's the thing: once Japan sues those companies, well, hopefully there might be like some sort of restoration dub.
No, Japan's not going to sue them, and the only way you're going to see the kind of restitution you're indicating or implying toward is if we as anime fans stop paying for it with our dollars. The only way to bring down people like Monica Rial and Jamie Marchi is by canceling our subscriptions to certain streaming services and to delete our accounts from Crunchyroll and Funimation. It's the only way to send a clear. Good.
I just
I'll go
pirate
ahead and
their
admit.
episodes, nothing much.
Right, I'll go ahead and admit, as your Kaizoku, I finally deleted my Crunchyroll account. I had that since 2014.
And
10
besides,
years.
Never
Almost 10 years. And you know the fucking funny thing about Crunchyroll is that way before it became a legit streaming service, way before it was bought out by Funimation, who Monica Rial and Jimmy Marchi work for, it was a pirate anime website.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So that should tell people a lot. And in terms of social media accountability on social media, in terms of the of any connections with the anime fandoms and communities, is that the only way one of the few ways we can fight back and win against that sort of cancel culture, against those kind of companies, is by supporting fan subs.
Yeah.
I think fan subs are going to have a renaissance.
And not just only
There
fan
have already
subs,
been
also
quite a
fan
few
dubs.
And fan service.
Fan dubs. Yeah, I think you might see, in terms of fan dubs, you might see more abridged series on YouTube and other platforms. You know what I mean?
Like not just only talking about like a bridge ones, talking about when they do it actually correctly, not like
Well, that's what I mean. Is that before you see what we're going to see is an increase of actual abridged series.
Yeah.
Those are going to be that's going to be the new fan dub. So I agree that you will see more abridged series in that regard, because you will not see a quote unquote fan dub like we used to in the old days.
Yeah.
Until, and I mean like early 2000s, mid 2010s or early 2010s, you might see, there were more fan dubs back then, but because the licensing and contractual and legal issues that exist now, especially with legitimate streaming services, is that fan dubs, they'll get shut down quicker than anything. I mean,
And
that's
not to
risking
mention-
actual lawsuits.
Well, and not to mention, guys, there are different dubbing companies away from Americans, like they're Singapore dubs.
Yeah.
They're,
So if other companies are able to afford the licensing fees, then yeah, we could see redubs in the future. We could see, again, it's all about voting with our dollars. And the only that's going to the revolution in that regard in the anime community will start with fan subs. You'll see more fans who have studied Japanese go in and create subtitles the way it used to be in the early 2010s and the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some really, people went out of their way to put in that kind of effort for dubs. They'd have different text, different fonts, different colors for certain things. And they were more true to the actual translation from Japanese to English than modern localizations are. And in terms of social media, while I don't really like or am looking for content that complains about the problems with localization, because I already saw it and I immediately stopped watching these dubs and fake subs shit. That's why, when it comes, sub versus dub, subs are better than dubs because most subtitles will be a little more accurate. And I have seen, like in Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, the subtitles kind of did lean a little more with the actual English dub, and it's just like, oh yeah, well, I can see how lazy they are with that. So I just moved my attention elsewhere.
And the point is,
and so,
and here's the thing: these people who were in these so-called localization. Well, the problem is with them is they feel uncomfortable with the script. They think, oh, they want to put their own personal politics in there.
Yeah, they don't have an actual appreciation for the Japanese culture.
And not just only that, they're too uncomfortable with fan service.
Again, they don't have appreciation for the Japanese culture. They don't have an appreciation for the Japanese sensibility of comedy. Just like there are many Americans who do and do not have an appreciation for British comedy, because British comedy is not identical with American, even though we share the same language.
Yeah.
There's a certain style, like for example, Monty Python is a unique brand of British comedy. It's dry, it's witty, it's satirical, it's a bunch of things. And with a lot of American audiences, it can be hit or miss. And those who have an appreciation for that sense of humor, they immediately gravitate to things like Monty Python. And you see people all over the internet posting memes about the holy hand grenade. You know?
Also, AJ, I'm glad I got to understand you well, and I'm also glad I met you. So, yeah,
thank you.
I'm glad I got to understand you better. So I'm glad I met you back then.
And think about this.
And you're welcome, by the way. You're welcome.
And think about this in the situation.
Welcome back, Ronnie D.
To Ronald, who is the imposter?
Right.
The imposter is sus.
All right.
So you were saying Evie.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's the real Ronald.
All right. Okay. I'm joking around, right? So as much as I say with with the situation with how they don't appreciate the Japanese, at the same time, think about this. If they're so uncomfortable with this situation, they shouldn't be doing it at all.
Right, yeah. If they don't like the content, if they don't like the show or the movie, why are they watching that channel? Why are they watching that show? Then they make a big fuss about it, and they have to go, oh, I need to go on a crusade to cancel this creator or this particular anime because I don't care for the comedy in it. I don't have a sense of humor. I don't understand Japanese culture to really get the jokes being made in this kind of comic or manga or anime or television show.
I will be honest, I don't really understand Japanese culture much myself either, but I do like the anime mostly.
And I know quite a bit more Japanese culture than anyone else, but like not too much of it, but like the decent amount of it.
Mostly,
right. I would recommend to anyone here, whether we're all, we were anime fans beforehand or we're just getting into anime. I would recommend to anybody to look up the book Samurai from Outer Space: Understanding Japanese Animation. It is a very enlightening book about not only the influences culturally of Japanese animation, but also how those stories in Japanese anime and manga are presented. The one big thing about this book, the one takeaway and reason that I recommend it is that for anyone, whether it's new or old anime, there are a lot of titles in it for anyone who is interested in looking up something that they've never watched or heard of before. Because there are, I lost count. I didn't keep track of how many titles it references or brings up as examples. I would guess there's at least 100 or more. There are so many shows and anime that are discussed in that book that I'm like, I look back at it because that's what I looked into that book. I read that book back when I first discovered anime was Japanese per se. And I was like, oh, this story sounds good. That story sounds good. And I go and I find that movie on VHS or DVD where I find the manga and it's like, well, that's good. Now I'm going to look up more of that creator's works or I'm going to look up more from this particular production company. You will be amazed at what you might already know about and what shows you never heard of if you pick up that book. And I bet you'll understand Japanese culture just at least 1% better than you did before you read it.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, sign me the fuck up. I'm going in.
Exactly.
Sign me the fuck
up. That book is called Samurai from Outer Space: Understanding Japanese Animation. It's a good book. It's even got actual screenshots from a lot of 70s, 80s, and 90s anime. Tenchi Muyo is even featured in it.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is talked about quite frequently in that book. Dragon Ball, as the manga and anime, is one of the top listings in what is referenced.
Yeah.
That's how I learned that Dragon Ball is actually a reference. It's Akira Toriyama's, he pulled that story straight from Journey to the West. It's a Chinese classic. It's one of the 5 Chinese classics.
I mostly grew up with Naruto back then.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. That book actually came out before Naruto was ever conceived. That's the funny thing about it. Because I had read that book before Naruto came out, and when Naruto finally came out, I was like, this looks like a good show. And I understood a lot of the references that were sometimes made.
What do you mean? Naruto's a goated anime, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
But again, the book was actually much older. By the time I found that book, it was actually much older. So it really was. It was made at least a decade before Naruto was, I think, ever produced as an anime.
And then One Piece came out in the 90s.
Yeah, One Piece has been around for quite a while.
Yeah.
I'm starting over One Piece way from the beginning. I'm going to watch the anime from episode 1 all over again.
Do you know which one to watch? I mean, they've been putting it in many different ways.
Yeah,
I know which one to watch. I'm going to watch it back from the first episode.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not that big on One Piece, actually.
Okay, guys. Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
just
Besides the whole situation with the dub situation and with the big drama, here's the thing: people need to let go of it because, the truth already came out already that Vic been cheating on his ex, so which was the real story.
I'm not letting go of it, man. Vic was innocent. He's been vindicated. Everything was a fucking lie.
Yeah,
I'm not letting go. I'm gonna bite on that like a bulldog.
The point is,
he was accused for no reason.
The point is, here's the thing: his ex-girlfriend kind of admit the truth, and the point is, Mars Girl was covering the truth of a lie, trying to, frame, his crime, want to frame him by covering up, Damon Mills and New Warrior's actual crimes.
She's a piece of shit. She's the reason the whole thing got started. She created that hashtag just for the clout.
Yeah, and here's the thing: I'm gonna say one thing for sure. Look, he is innocent, but however, look. He did cheat on his ex, which...
Who the fuck cares that he cheated on his ex? It has nothing to do with it. It doesn't make him a criminal. Fuck that. It doesn't matter. He was innocent, like you're saying. So why the butt about, his relationship with his ex it doesn't matter to us. It shouldn't matter to us. Just like
and here's the thing, I'm just saying,
he's calling out his ex. Who the fuck cares? Why are we giving attention to that? And why are people using?
It's just a
Vic
real
cheated
story,
on
which I
his
find out.
relationship?
And guess what? There's no need to defend him or clown on him. That's the thing. And I don't get why people are still defending him.
There is every reason to defend him. There is never a reason to clown him. He did nothing wrong. All the allegations were about him sexually abusing or harassing congoers and underage girls. It was never, ever about him cheating on his ex.
Yeah.
And no one should have to let it go. And I'll continue posting on Twitter that Vic was vindicated.
Yeah.
And he's innocent as always. So.
And the point is, Vic never violated anyone.
Cheating isn't a violation. Cheating may be wrong, but it had nothing to do with it. And the fact that people are trying to use it.
He's not a violation.
They have no argument. They've already lost. They know they lost. That's why they're grasping onto straws.
Yeah.
They're not bulldogs.
And for now, this big drama is gonna be dropped up very soon. I'm just saying very soon because people will get bored of it. It's
because the Kick Vic crowd is losing, they know they're losing, and they know that means they already lost. That's why it'll die. That's why it'll go away. Because the people who know that he was innocent refuse to let it go. And that's the one example I'll give right now in which a person should not let something go.
It's push that time. I mean,
yes, Ronnie, I think it's time to go too.
Time to go.
Well, everybody know what time it is.
What time is it?
Yeah, what time is it?
11:50? Holy shit, it's 11:50 Eastern.
It's my
Oh shit, Tsunami's coming out tonight. I gotta record the show.
Yeah.
11:51 now.
Get to bed.
Now it's 11:51, man.
Let's see. You got Attack of the Titans season 2, the new one. Another Shibuya still. IGPX. Hey, where's One Piece?
Thank you again, Ronnie D, for hosting tonight's stream. I hope and wonder that maybe there will be a part 5, or maybe we can switch topics to something else about social media. In the end, though, thanks for having us here.
Yeah, the point is,
There may be a part 5. There may be a part 5. There also will probably be
I'm having trouble trying to hear you, Ronnie D, over the music.
Sorry. I'm just testing out my new beats that is on.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds good. It sounds good. It's just a little loud.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, I've been making new beats and stuff.
Guys,
Bro.
as much as we know, like we need to learn a lesson from social media accountability. People need to stop using their status, like no matter if it's a disability or their gender or whatever.
And they don't need to dox themselves.
They don't need to dox others. Anyway, Ronnie D, you said you were making these beats, so this music in the background you made?
Yep.
No, you should have told us sooner, man. It sounds really nice. It sounds really. It sounds chilly. You should do like a 3-hour chill stream or a 3-hour whatever this is. It sounds like something that people would listen to for an hour or 3.
Yeah, Ron. What is music? Yeah, Ron.
Or
What is
mix it up with the Yakuza music.
And in the end point, that people should just be careful. One thing you will share: if you're gonna be on the internet, don't post your personal stuff. Don't make it into a diary. If you want to make it into a diary, go buy a notebook.
Yeah, but anyways, Ron, what was the music again?
I think people should be able to do it if they want. It's just a matter of how they do it. Because, like you're saying, Shiny, you don't need to dox yourself, like give out your information. But then again, if people feel comfortable enough with giving their information, that should be perfectly fine. It's the people who go and stalk them who are doing the wrong.
Yeah, that's why I never tell about which cons I'll be going, because if they tell which cons I'll be going on, like on the post, they'll find me, you know.
Right, and you shouldn't have to be worried or concerned that someone who is a hate follower is going to come and stalk you and harass you in real life because you decided to share that. Oh, I'm going to be at Anime North this year. Let's hang out for people, with people who are genuinely respectful of you. And then you get that one person who comes up and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be it. Yeah, I get you, man.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't, I get you.
Yeah. Point is, we're just gonna end this stream anyway, since it's nearly midnight.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm there.
We got that new Attack of the Titan they're showing on Toonami, Part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, the ending, the finale.
Yeah, it's Part 2.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen it, you're gonna like it. So you should go watch that.
The dub anime at the moment anyway, so.
I already got it recorded.
Yeah, go watch that, man. You guys have a good night, okay?
Right.
Yeah. And next is Naruto Shippuden. They're gonna continue with that Kaguya episode. Obito redeems himself by sacrificing his remaining energy to save Sasuke and Sakura.
Alright, just you don't need to talk about it, man. Just.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what to say. He hasn't played it yet.
Yeah.
And there's IGCA.
All right. Well, hey, to close it out, Ronnie D, may I share some news with you?
Go for it.
Okay, so you probably noticed on Twitter that I've had the title pre-debut YouTuber. And
Yeah.
I've talked with you and Ruby. I said I was going to do a debut and get my actual model.
Yep.
It's going to happen. It's happening.
Nice.
After 3 years, it's finally happening.
Awesome.
So I'll keep you posted guys about that later. And of course, if you want to keep abreast of it yourselves, be sure to follow my channel, okay?
Gotcha. I think
We got to cover it again.
I'll let you know when the debut becomes official, and maybe give you guys a sneak peek at some point or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get my VTuber model official.
Just as long as you watch out for our back, we'll watch out for your back, man.
AJ, I just forgot that I actually subscribed to you before. So yeah, I had you subscribed.
Okay, who posted the anime titties?
It's your brother, man. All this is your brother.
I keep forgetting. I keep
All right,
forgetting.
Ronnie, I'm gonna bow out. Thanks for having me. Okay.
No problem.
I'm glad I got
guys.
Good night.
Oh man, what a day! What a terrific day!
This is actually a pretty good learning experience from all of us, or actually just myself mostly.
Yep. Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed, though.
Yeah.
You too, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to come here. So I'm glad you invited me to your streams before.
So far, we only got 3 Toonami anime shows: Attack of Titan, Mother Buddha, and IGPS. That's it. There's 1, 2, 3, 9.
Oh yeah, and Ronald, thanks for inviting me to your streams as always, as usual. Even though this time I actually just saw your stream and just came on board, but you actually took the time to actually invite me to your streams.
No problem, buddy.
You're the best friend. King. Yeah, you too, Stefan. You're a good friend. You're all my best friends.
All right,
No
guys.
problem, man. I got you.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right.
First, hold up.
Uh-oh. You're gonna do it.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
I'd still have you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh my brother boy.
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon. Not until I get mine first, Dork.
Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
Right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
I never really liked Gary.
You don't remember my name? Who would want to remember you? Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but...
No, what's his name, Ash?
Come on. It was so many years ago. Come on. It's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Fuck.
Ah, yes, my grandson, Dick Fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey ahead.
isn't-
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty
Pretty
funny.
hardcore origin story.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna figure it out.
Were you followed?
No, I don't think so.
And that's all. That's all you get.
This has
I
been a
never
high
really
school.
liked Gary, though. He was an arrogant.
I'll catch you all later.
Alright.
You too. Peace.
Oh, it's 12 o'clock already.